Good afternoon, all you sim racers out there. It is the third Wednesday of the month, and that can mean only one thing, at least in my world, that being it's Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday. So we are here at our unknown combination. Who knows the car? I didn't until 5 minutes ago. Who knows the track? I didn't know that until 5 minutes ago, and I'm here to tell you right now, we are at Olton Park today in the Toyota GR86, which should be a pretty fun event. So if you would like to join us for today's edition of Hotlap Humpday, you can see across the screen from me, the password is SimMagic, SIMAGIC, and you just go to the hosted section on iRacing and look for a room hosted by Frank, Rico, and the password is SimMagic, and you can get out here and turn some laps with us. So we will have a small crowd today, unfortunately. I know that Robby has some personal things going on, keeping him away. He might be able to join us at some point, but we can't count on it. I know that Bryan is off racing and doing other things and won't be able to make it here. I know that Frank is at the LA Auto Show. So not only will he not be here, but he won't be able to have the Ricmotech headquarters open. So for right now, you've got me. Hi. And on the mic, none other than Kevin Ford. Kevin Ford, how are you today?
Hey, buddy, how are you? I am fantastic. Great to be back for Hotlap, man. Good to see you.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to be on the... Oh, there's Dragata's here. Leonardo Dragata's here. All right.
Ah, fantastic.
Chris Generelli's trying to make it good because I need somebody to race against. I'll end the stream early. I already have a golden ticket. I don't have to be here to the end.
That's right. That's right. We're here to help you guys out.
So with that, what is Hotlap Humpday? If you haven't watched before, it is our monthly event, third Wednesday of every month. We never know the car track combo that is selected by Kevin Ford and Frank behind the scenes, and then they let us know right when we're going to go to racing. And the rule is there are no rules. No, we do 2.5 hours of practice followed by a qualifier. And then we have 2 races, the second race with an inverted grid, and we reduce the field throughout. So depending on how many people show up, a certain amount will make the main race, a certain amount will make the heat race number 2. But the winner, and this is the most important thing, the winner gets a golden ticket, as I like to call it. That would be an entry into next month's finale. So next month we'll have 1 more of these. That'll make 12 Hotlap Hump Days for the year. And in conjunction with next month's on the third Wednesday, we'll also be doing our finale where somebody can win 500 RicmoBucks. So, all right, one more time. Password is SimMagic. And what am I going to... Not a lot of setup options on this car, are there?
No, there's not. But believe it or not, what is there can make a bit of a difference in how she handles, certainly on corner entry.
Well, I'm going to start by dropping some fuel because I would imagine that 8 gallons is enough to drive all day on this car.
Probably. Yep. I think we could go from, your house to my house and back.
And let's see. ARB, I'm going to stick with stiff. Let's see. If anything, what else would I do? We got a soft in the rear, stiff in the front, ARB.
Yep.
Oh, you can adjust the wings?
Soft. Yeah.
Is that new? Hey, Heiko, how you doing?
Hey, Heiko, come on out and join us, bud.
So that wing, I'm assuming that's the rear wing? This car has an adjustable wing?
I believe it does, yeah.
I'm going to call BS. No, the Toyota G86 has a adjustable wing?
Yes,
when I buy one from Toyota?
Do you know? That's a good question. Would you like me to look that up?
I would.
It sounds to me like you feel like this is very important for you to know right now.
I'm just a little in disbelief. It just seems like,
I'm going to play into it.
That's really trusting the end user, huh?
39 is on pit lane.
All right, we're going to send it. All right. That's right, Heiko. I'm running my Mazda wheel.
Are you ready for
39,
this?
back on track.
Owners of the new Toyota GR86 vehicle that are purchased at their local dealership can adjust the wing to be at 3 different angles depending on their driving experience.
And their extensive understanding and knowledge of aerodynamics and car performance?
User joined your
Yes,
channel.
going from here to the dollar store. You bet.
Oh,
Hey,
my.
there's Robby.
Howdy.
Fantastic.
Oh, Robby's here already. Yay, Robby made it.
Excellent. All right, buddy. Great
I
to
broke
see you
a few
here.
laws
Work
getting
is on
here,
pit
but
lane.
we won't talk
Hey,
about
well,
that.
you know, that's okay. You're a pro.
Yeah, tell that to the cop. They really
Yeah, that
think
probably
that's
won't
a cool
fly.
thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we're
Well,
not
great
doing
to
the
have you with us,
chicanes.
man.
Hey, you'll be so thrilled to know that we have adjustable downforce in the car we're driving today, Robby.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he says okay. Are we going to get up to any speed that it will matter? I love it. I love
All right,
it.
so we're
So
running
where
no
are we?
chicane. Alton Park, no chicanes.
Yeah, Alton Park, no
Four
chicanes,
is off
just
track.
wide open down that
Four is
backstretch up
back
and
on
over the
track.
hill into Knickerbrook and just have some fun. Yep.
I don't know if I've ever run this track without chicanes.
It's a blast, especially with this car. I will tell you that you do have to breathe the throttle when you get to the to Knickerbrook there. Turn 8, I think that is there.
I think it's more than a breathe, isn't it?
It's a breathe. Well, actually, all you need to do is just come down on the brake a little bit. I'm sorry, not at Knickerbrook.
39
At
is off track.
yeah, where you just were just now. I just
39
got
is
live
back
on
on track.
your camera there. Now, well, I'm watching my feed, Shaun, and I'm not happy with it.
Why? What's it doing?
Well, I'm watching it here. Let me see if it clears up.
You saying on YouTube?
Yeah.
Something is going weird. I'm watching it too, and it looks very strange.
It's a little
39
blotchy,
is
isn't it?
back on track.
Blotchy. It's not smooth.
Yeah, right.
It's almost like going picture to picture. Like
Really?
you're
39
watching Shaun
stopped
right
on
now,
track.
right? Sean's car.
Well, I was.
just
yeah,
switched.
it may have switched.
Yeah,
39
it looks
is
like he's going, stopping, stopping,
Why
going,
is it-
stopping, going, stopping.
I don't understand why this.
I
does
figured it was
this.
just the way he was driving. I mean, shit.
Um.
Apparently not.
Oh, I know
No, but
why.
it's even-
No,
why?
that's because it's your screen. That was your screen, not mine. There's mine.
Oh, it's because it's my. Yeah, put yours up because, yeah, mine is not cooperating here, unfortunately.
Yeah, that looks better.
Oh god,
All
I
right,
still
let me-
gotta see if I got. Oh, what the?
All right, since I pulled in, I'll let you guys know what we're up to one more time. Here we are, Hotlap Humpday, third Wednesday of every month. It is the third Wednesday. I'm here with myself, my best friend, myself. I'm here with Robby Unser. There he is. He's getting in the room, getting ready to do some driving. I got Kevin Ford. Got your proper photo here this week for Kevin. And
Oh,
Kevin's on the mic.
fantastic.
And we are at Alton Park in the GR86, and with its adjustable wing. And we are here doing a couple hours of practice, getting ready for qualifying. And then we'll have our Heat Race 1 and Heat Race 2, with the winner getting a golden ticket to the finale, which is next month already. Wow. All right. I'm back out now that my screens are working. Video Ninja sucks for game capture. It's fine for video.
Yeah, we seem to be following pretty close there, Shaun. If we run it in this capacity, that's working out nice. Your signal is coming in nice and clear.
Is Bryan with us tonight? Bryan with us tonight or no? He's right.
No, he'll be back next month though. He said he is looking forward to being here in December.
Excuse me.
Oh, that sucks, Kurt. Well, I'm trying to read and I am driving off-road. I cannot read while driving.
Oh, that's a shame, Kurt. Well, hopefully you can get that resolved. And I know they've had a recent change to the anti-cheat or something that was updated, and a couple people have had some issues with that.
I got kicked out of my sim once on it.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
had
what
to
the
help
hell.
Robby get set up this morning. We had to get him all back reconfigured again.
Oh, you're on the cheat list?
guess.
Right? Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
I mean, I put up the sim. All of a sudden, it said something popped up real quick. I saw something cheat, and the whole thing went off.
And it just went
Like
off,
I
right?
didn't even have a chance to read the whole message. It just F you. Click.
Yep. F you. All right.
I'm used to that quite a bit. It
Got a
wasn't
quick
big
glimpse
deal.
of Shaun there coming through turn 1. This car's pretty fun at this track. I've actually had a ball driving this thing here when I was
Oh, you know
choosing
what? I didn't even. I wonder what my Sim Commander 4 is going to do.
Right on,
Oh,
oldest.
yeah, that may not work.
Oh,
After what
shit.
we went through this morning.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Shaun, hang on, buddy. All right, for those of you out there watching in SimPit land, I tell you what, we'd love to have you out there on track with us. Give Shaun a run for his money tonight as we are in the Toyota GR86 here at Alden Park without the chicanes. That's right, we are taking the uphill and all the way down the hill without a chicane, going right into Knickerbrook full speed there. And Shaun, you found out quickly that there is a little more than just a breathing of the throttle there, right?
Yeah, you got to do a little better than that. Well, and you got to hit the right line. What's at 16, Heiko? What's at 16? Now, I don't know if you remember my telling you, but I was trying to get I call it my forever rig now.
Yeah, no problem, Aldous. Get some rest, buddy.
All right.
And my forever rig would be the rig that I no longer change components on, right?
Ah, there you go. Yep.
Yeah, but it's not going very well. So first month into it, I guess, I'm reviewing another set of pedals. Anyway, the rig that I had set up for a mule was not cooperating with a set of pedals that I'm reviewing. And so I just had to throw them onto this rig, so once again, I'm using pedals that are a little unfamiliar to me.
Oh, gosh. Feeling a little foreign. Now you're in a car that you've probably not driven a lot.
No, but I drive the Miata a lot.
Yeah, this is not far from it.
Nah, it's like a fast Miata.
Yeah. We run this with the Miata in our TCC series.
Right.
And they are usually within about 3 to 4 tenths different at every track we go to.
Oh, so it just seems faster, but it isn't?
It just seems faster, yeah, but it's actually, yeah. Now, the Miata can be thrown around a little bit more.
Shit.
Right.
You're not going anywhere, dude. You're not looking cool for
right.
ladies. You just think you are. It's one of those deals.
Yep. Hey, you've got an adjustable wing, Robby.
Well,
Chicks
that does
dig
help.
the adjustable
Chicks do
wing.
dig the wings.
And a Miata doesn't even have a wing.
Yeah, right.
Oh, copy that, Heiko.
Yeah,
that was a time.
even.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's late, man.
All right.
All right, we're getting some times coming in on the board here. Let me bring those up for everyone.
So it says.
Oh, we have Leo Dragata getting the first time up there without, and well, he does have a few incidents there, but a 142.360 is our first official time on the leaderboard here. Shaun Cole still looking to get his first time up there. Louis Pyrus, looks like Louis Pyrus, I'm assuming, is the spelling there. Out joining us, I believe that's going to be a first time attendee here for the Hotlap for Lewis. Whoa! Watching that 212 get a little wide out of the hairpin there, out of Shill's corner.
Isn't that all you need, Heiko? 1 hour? 1 hour of sleep? These are some
What in the
fly-by-wire
hell?
pedals, man. If I put my left foot on my brake, I get a reading. They're that sensitive.
Wow.
Hmm.
It seems like same thing on the gas. If you don't hold that thing at full throttle, it comes off very quickly.
Really? So you've got to apply a little pressure to make sure you're getting everything out of it, huh?
Maybe. I mean, I can put some dead zone on it, I'm sure. I haven't really, got them dialed in just yet, obviously.
Man. So he sent me an email
Oh, he did?
for
From
the Sim Commander.
Okay. Yep.
It says go to my account. And then I do that. Oh, Jesus.
We'll be sharing a lot of pit stalls here tonight. We can take up to 40 garages here we can fill up tonight, Shaun.
All right. I'm not really expecting that big of a turnout, being that some of our regulars, like Ricmotech.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, we've got... And of course, we're winding down to the final seasons, or the final couple of races in the Ricmotech series, and tonight's practice for Monday's World Challenge coming up, or Sports Car Series rather coming up. So I'm sure all the Ricmotech boys are going to be over there turning and burning laps. Although we do tend to get them over here, they'll make an appearance late and jump in for the races. So hopefully we'll get them coming in late tonight.
Tony, when am I going to see you on the track again? I miss sharing the track with you, buddy.
Oh, yeah, car making a move there to the inside.
This track is a little ticky-tack about offs.
It is. Yes. Yep. Phil Starkey joining us this evening out here. We've got quite a few drivers popping into the session now. Michael Avakian, I believe Michael is going to be new to the Hotlap Humpday Challenge tonight. Joseph Spacek, I believe Joseph is new as well. Of course, we see Kurt Workman coming in. Andrew Slizen's joining us. Phil Starkey, I believe we may have had Phil here once before. Then Louis Perez out here with us tonight. So I want to welcome all those new drivers. And of course, you can find us on iRacing in the hosted sessions. If you want to come out and join us, give us your best lap here at Alton Park without the chicanes in the Toyota GR86. Man, what a fun little car to drive. This thing is a blast. We actually run this in the XMS Ricmotech series on Monday nights.
This thing just... this sim experience thing's torquing me off.
Oh,
I
What's
hit
it doing?
the deal. Well, it works when I go to the email it sent, and then I say log in, and it works.
Okay.
But what the fuck is that login to get to my sim? Then I go to Sim Commander 4, say start up, and it says, fuck off. You don't have a thing.
Oh, don't do it with the 4. Do it with the 4.5. Try that.
Yep, did.
It still won't take your login information?
Well, I don't know what my log information is. I can't see it.
Okay.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Yep.
Oh God, this is, and it gives me this page on the internet, your portal, Sim Experience. But
What-
how do you then go up and get the thing that gives you the stuff that makes your steering wheel move?
Yeah, well, once you log in, it should give you the profiles, but so it's not when you open the 4.5 and the login comes up, you're not able to put your email and password in there.
I put my, yeah, it says I don't have an account.
When you use the same email that you did in the email that you received, and it worked over there, but it's not working here.
Yeah.
Oops.
Let me,
See if I can make this work real quick.
A lot of times coming in on the board now. Andrew Slizzens coming in about 1 second behind Leo Dragata now in the number 99. 143.145.
all right.
Let's introduce our drivers out here this evening, shall we?
Sim Commander 4.5.
Oop. 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 There we go. There we go. Sorry. I paused.
Okay.
I paused everyone's screen. Now I wanted to add a browser.
Yeah, it's saying I don't have a license, and it's.
Huh, that is so crazy why it's doing that.
I mean, I got the email saying you have a license, but
Right.
please. Okay, fuck it.
If you're some
Yeah,
restarted
it does.
prior to your last iRacing, easy cheat, and doesn't think highly of Tom. Oh, that's funny, Kurt.
This keyboard.
Yeah, you got something up on the screen there, Shaun. Can't read it. It's on my phone, so I can't read it.
It's okay.
Well.
It's gonna be gone in a second here.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see. I am trying to get to.
There we go. I just added standings to the top.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let the molestation begin. Yes, I'll go on track.
Gonna try it without it then. Well,
yeah, I
yeah,
put a big old swap of Vaseline on my ass. I guess I'll go out. Fucking thing. Piece of shit.
Yeah, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. We'll we'll have to give that a well. No, you leave tomorrow, don't you? We'll have to mess with it later. Yeah. We'll tinker with it next week.
Not like I go fast, so I'm okay.
All right, there we go. All right, I added a standings on our thing. Is what I did.
Oh, okay.
That's what you were looking at when you saw that weird page sticking up. As I was adding.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
I forgot I had turned that back on for my own private streams, and I was like, well, it works here too.
Do. Fuck.
Well, let's see if I can find a. No, that's not what I was looking for here. A lot of fascinating history at this track.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dating back to World War II, and they actually, to entertain the troops, when the track was shut down during the war, they would put on boxing matches in Deer Leap, which is right before the final corner there, the hill you come up to go up the front straightaway. Down in that little gully there, they had a boxing ring, and that's where they put on boxing matches to entertain the troops back in the day. Yeah, funny stories. I love the
certainly
history
know
of a lot
this
of
one
these
wasn't
tricks.
an airport.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yep.
Right on, Tony. I need to build a new Deathmobile, actually, funny enough.
There's so many configurations of this track. It's crazy.
I cannot get through that corner with any speed.
Which corner?
The one at the straightaway.
That helped.
I know.
Oh, you talking about the end of the straightaway? The end of the backstretch?
No, the one that would be right after the second chicane normally.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's at the second chicane. Yeah, coming.
Fucker.
After the second chicane, it's a hard right.
A hard right there at the bottom of the hill. Yeah, that's Knickerbrook there. Yeah.
Wall.
Well, the password tonight is Sim Magic. For all of you out there in Sim Pit world, come on out and join us tonight. We are at Alton Park running the International Without Chicanes here this evening.
Scott Wennerstrom just joined the room. He used to be a part of the Sim Pit many years ago. Good guy.
Okay. Nice. Great to see all these new faces in here tonight. My goodness, getting a good turnout. This is great. Okay, I think I've got everything back in order here on my screen. All right.
Oh, whoa.
Well, it is great to see everyone out here tonight for round 11 here of 2023 of the Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge. Great to see you guys out as we get ready to give away another one of those Ricmotech Racing Simulator T-shirts tonight to the winner of our final 15-minute heat race. That's right, we'll be doing the dual 15-minute races again this evening and giving away that T-shirt. And of course, the winner of tonight's event will be the 11th winner to punch that spot on the grid to win that $500 in sim racing equipment from Ricmotech on December 20th. You will earn yourself an entry into that final event. We'll be going to a surprise car and track No surprise there. As we do that every month, the third Wednesday of every month, we put this event on. We are in our 5th year of now putting on the Hotlap Humpday Challenge. So we want to send a big thank you out to Frank Rico down at Ricmotech.com. We do appreciate all the work that they put into putting this event on the third Wednesday of each month. Unfortunately, we don't have Frank with us here this evening. Their entire crew is spread across the country right now at different events. So we'll see them back in December, of course, for the finale here of Hotlap Humpday. Drivers, let's keep our courtesy up while out on track. And of course, if you are on a out lap, let's make sure that we yield to the flying lap drivers. Let's not impede their progress, as we're all after the same thing. We all want that T-shirt tonight. So let's be fair, keep our situation awareness up, especially exiting the pits. Appreciate all of you coming out. Great to see some of the new names out here tonight. Let's see, Michael Avakian, I believe you are a new attendee to the Hotlap Humpday Challenge here. Joe Spacek, I believe we've seen you before, but maybe not. Welcome to our event here this evening. Louis Perez and Phil Starkey, great to see you guys out here this evening as well. Of course, Scott Wennerstrom looks like he just joined. He'll be getting his first lap in shortly. But when we look at the leaderboard, Leo Dragata in that number 4, holding down the top spot with a 142.200. Ken Copeland coming over from the Ricmotech series as well. That runs on Monday nights. He's coming in with a 142.259. And then, of course, Andrew Slizzens in that old familiar number 99 doing what he does best, and that's sliding his way up that leaderboard up to 3 already with a 142.448. Drivers, we have an hour and 20 minutes remaining in our warm-up here. We will switch over to qualifying at that time, and that's when we will set the grid for the first heat race tonight.
Cool. Give a shout out to John Hill, another buddy of mine, showed up tonight.
Oh, nice. Oh, excellent. There he is. So, Shaun, are you, now that I got all my technical stuff going here, I can actually focus on what we're here to do, and that's put on a show. How is the car feeling, Shaun?
Nah.
Is it just not quite boisterous enough for you?
No, I mean, like I said, I spent a lot of time in the Miata, so like I like slow cars.
Yeah, okay, okay, good. You're just not happy with your own progress?
No, it's just I think that if they gave, so this car must have more horsepower than the Miata, but I don't think it handles as well.
It weighs 1,200 pounds more than the Miata.
What? This car is smaller than the Miata, isn't it?
Yeah, it's heavier.
It's
stupid. Way heavier.
Why is this car
isn't
that heavy?
Crazy? I don't know.
What is it?
Don't know.
They got battery arrays. They're getting ready for a electric conversion of some sort.
Right. Yeah.
What does this car weigh? What does it weigh?
The car is more horsepower. However, it weighs considerably more. Let me get you those exact specs. Stand by here.
I'm outraged because it drives like it's really heavy. Because you go into a corner and it just sort of the tires just really don't work.
You feel like you're driving the old Mustang FR 500, don't you?
Yes, yeah, except for with no power.
With no power, exactly. Right. Yep. So I happen to have the handy extreme scoring in my right hand here. So let me dive in there. I'll give you the specs. So
by the way, if you think I'm talking smack, the way, I am. But
I clarify.
That is part of Hotlap Humpday.
That's exactly right.
I'm not even trying to be weird about it. It's like, well, no. But we literally jump into cars that we're unfamiliar with that we may or may not even enjoy driving enjoy driving is funny. We might not be our best when driving certain cars. And then you get to kind of feel and it maybe forces some people get really, tunnel vision into the cars like, that they drive, right? And it forces you to kind of learn some new things or little things like I didn't need to pull out Wikipedia to know that this car felt heavy compared to a Miata.
Right.
Yeah, I know it had more horsepower because it's got more get up and go. So I like they might be close on the track time, but this car in a drag race would really beat the Miata badly, I do believe.
Yeah, so what we found with the series running these cars is the Mazda is quicker on the tighter, twistier tracks.
Right.
This car is faster on the tracks like this that have big, wide, sweeping, fast corners.
Yeah.
It travels through those corners much quicker. So you take this car to a Sebring with the Mazda, and this thing outmaneuvers the Mazda there. It'll beat it probably a half a second a lap or more.
But what's the fatality rate on this car though? Because like for me on a couple of corners, yeah, I can carry more speed than Miata, but I have a hard time keeping it on the track because of the slide.
Yeah, exactly. So you really have to, back up the corners and allow the car to just kind of, allow it to kind of roll and flow through that corner speed. Because if you come in just a hair too hot because of the weight of the car, it just buries the nose. You just get that push. So the difference here, the Toyota is nearly 2,900 pounds.
Wow.
The Mazda, the Mazda is 1,980. So it's about $1,000 or $1,000 difference in weight.
Why does this little tiny car weigh almost 3,000 pounds?
I know. It's amazing. Now, horsepower, big difference. Horsepower on the Mazda, obviously, I think is 78 or something, 181. 181 in the Mazda, and the Toyota.
And this is what, 220?
228. Yep.
Yeah.
So you're talking about 50 horsepower difference with 1,000-pound difference in weight.
All right.
But I'll tell you, boy, when the Mazdas and the Toyotas start to mix it up a little bit, and later on in our races, man, it gets exciting out there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Trying to see, 2 or 3 Mazdas in a group trying to work their way through, maybe the back of the Toyota field, and they've got their own race going on. And here come the leaders, because it's a track where the Mazdas are just a little bit quicker. And now it's a little bit late in the race. And what do you got to deal with? Some GR86s playing roadblock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Mazda's like driving I was gonna say a go-kart, but it's like driving a slow go-kart, I guess, because I swear my 125 shifter would beat a Mazda all day on any track.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, there's no comparing the acceleration. So yeah, I would have to be really stretching the legs of the cart for the Mazda to beat it. But they drive the same, because they're just all 4 wheels always hooking up. This car, Anyway, I gotta get it together. I'm well off the pace. I'm not finding I remember last time we drove this, I had a few problems with this car. I was over braking because the front wheels, when you slow it down to the right speed, work.
Yep.
But because they don't work until you get there, you have a tendency to start over braking because the fronts just aren't working. But I do remember that there was a lot more in the car than I was getting it. And then the other is, if you get aggressive in the corners, you have to learn the slide. If you're driving it under control, you don't even get the slide. So if you're with us today driving this GR86 and you're not getting a sliding sensation on the fast corners, then you are not pushing hard enough, because this thing will put it'll wicked snap on you even,
Does that slide come with that crash feeling at the end of the slide?
Well, mine have. Yeah, I find I like go all the way off the track.
I got that going on.
I got that. Well, he's mastered that. Yeah.
Oh, who's that with the classic Toyota scheme? Well, I would call that one too the Castrol. I would call the Castrol would be a classic Toyota paint scheme.
That is
white,
hilarious.
Red and
Paul
green.
Keeble says it comes with an entire family as standard, apparently.
Ooh, it's Michael Avakian who has like the TRD paint job. I really dig.
Yeah.
Suits the car well.
Yeah, there's some pretty slick paint schemes out here. That Denso.
I haven't seen the Denso. Which one's the Denso?
I couldn't find
That's
Chrome.
I just
No
had it here.
chrome?
Oh,
I don't
Kendall
know what mine
Carpenter.
is.
Kendall Carpenter is the driver. It's got that Denso.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty sharp with the chrome on it.
Schulteis rocking a sim pit scheme. Way to go, Chris.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Brent Elmore is running a Ricmotech scheme.
Yep.
There's Robby. What are you running, Robby?
I have
Yeah,
no
what
idea.
are we-
Something black. I didn't have my glasses on. I couldn't tell if it was chrome or carbon fiber.
It's like black chrome.
Yeah, it is. That's interesting.
It's actually looks titanium.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's,
Like
yeah, it is.
like
It's almost
metal
like
with
a
a green hint.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's
I should
that's
get
the
the
color.
name of the guys that I actually run and give them a shout out, but I don't.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that is an interesting. That's cool.
Oof.
Oh, it's John Hill who's in the Tom's Castrol paint job.
Ah,
Wait, now Elmore's showing up in a yellow and black. What's going on? Are there two Elmores in here?
yeah, the Elmore. Is the other Elmore in here?
Yeah,
yeah,
Bryan
they are.
and
Yeah,
Brent.
Brent and
Okay,
Bryan. Yeah, they're both here. Yep.
Oh, another set of brothers, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah.
I started out sim racing with my brother, and then he kind of retired from the game.
Okay.
That's got to be Joa and the sim tracks. Yep.
Brent's in the Ricmotech.
Have you seen the Simtrex pedals?
I have not.
Man, you might want to look at it.
Simtrex, really?
Yeah,
Simtrex.
SIMTRECS. I reviewed them on the show.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look. I'll watch the review. Okay.
They're really nice pedals.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
There's so many good pedal sets. I get asked. That's like one of my number one questions is pedals. Like, what pedals do I get? And
There's just so many that are so good. I mean,
yeah, and it's like, how do you like really like? I always make the Camaro versus Ford or Mustang argument. That it's like
not
really
much
more
of an argument there.
Well, and that's the thing. There's actually
boy,
a
here we go.
But Robby made my point. So like, I've always acted like those two cars were kind of interchangeable, and I feel like more like their drivers are interchangeable than the cars themselves.
Yeah.
So it's the same crowd buys the either or of those two cars, but they're distinctly different cars. To me, this is like more like the difference between like, is a Pioneer better than a Sanyo stereo? Right? Like, it's like. Can you even like, how techie in the stereo world do you have to be to get that difference?
To do that on that price point stereo, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and so with so many awesome pedals, I mean, it's just they're like, I mean, like, I can't say one is better than the other. I can tell you why I prefer one, and it usually comes down to like aesthetics, as much as anything else.
Yeah, aesthetic value, longevity, maintenance. You could probably put a whole criteria together.
I mean,
but
at the end of the day,
well,
what about how do you set them?
Right. What
about I talk today when I watch? I've got great pedals and stuff, but it doesn't make a shit if they're great pedals if I don't know how to use them or set them.
Exactly.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, I mean,
and the settings are going to be independent to the drivers as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I just gave a set of my pedals to my buddy that I had, dialed in for me, and then sent him the pedals, and he's like, "Oh man, this brake pedal, man, it's I gotta like stand up on it to get it to work at all." And I'm like, "Oh well, dude, you got to adjust it for you. I have it set up for me, and I have a super rigid rig, and my backrest pushes on my on the brake for me."
Well, and are you set at a table with, like, for the longest time?
When
I first got these, I didn't have the rig.
Right.
Yeah, so
sure.
Elvis was helping me, and I got them freaking screwed to my floor, and I mean, trying to hold them up. But at the end of the day, I think for people like for me, what I've noticed, again, my brake zone is where I'm lacking. Okay, it's not that I don't have the equipment; it's that how you get it set might not be there. Okay, fair enough. So then possibly you need to look for a set of pedals that you can use, you know what I'm saying? That you can set
Yeah,
right,
right,
and
right.
that
Yep.
fit to what you need.
Totally.
Because we're constantly seeing these guys use crap.
Yeah.
Like, well, frickin' Heitkotter, for example. I mean, I've got a buddy who runs with him in California, Scotty, and he says, yeah, when he first started, he didn't have shit, and he
Yep.
can still win. I mean,
Yep.
there's guys that go one screen,
Yep.
Thrustmaster steering wheel.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like,
It's so
eat my
true.
lunch. So,
So true.
It's amazing.
you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
It's really hard to. Where is that line drawn? I don't know. That's a very good question.
It's hard to
because
digest that when you look at
one
what we've
thing-
all invested in our stuff, right?
Well, what I've learned here with the sim world is that it is not necessarily the best equipment that matters.
Right.
No, well, and also for me, the thing I've been really focusing on a lot is what is your motivation for sim racing? Because I think there is a
There you
setup.
go. Yeah.
that is-
What's your
Yeah,
goal?
Yeah, because if you're really, you can dial a setup in to be the best sim racer. Now, it might not feel anything like a real car, but we don't.
Sure, but in
get
that
subjected to
environment, right?
Yeah, exactly. So like if you have the dexterity, why not? Like right now, I'm on a set of pedals that I would almost say are like live wire. Like you breathe on the gas and you see the metering, right? And
Right,
like I
right.
said, the slightest movement, instantly you see it in the game. Like and
Right.
then they're so high
Yeah.
resolution.
Too
and
sensitive.
but that too is an argument because somebody who's like really dialed in for sim racing might be like, oh, it's perfect because it's instantaneous,
They
right?
don't use they've got bare feet. They can
Right.
feel it.
Yeah,
They don't want to move.
yeah, and
Yeah.
yet a real car racer would come in and be like, what the hell? I
Hell,
touched
yeah.
the brake and I'm at full lockup,
Yeah.
and
Dude, in real life that happens. I've
Yeah.
gone out in a Subaru one time and it's like Pikes Peak of all places, go up and hit the brake and find myself doing the death slide to the edge of the track. I'm like, what the hell? I can't even touch the
man.
brake.
There's no
Because in
modulation
real
for
life
me.
I drive with the right foot, right? But in a
Uh-huh.
race car, I left foot brake. Well,
Yeah,
I'm used to, you get into a corner, it's now. And
Yeah.
so I'm like, yeah, I got to. I mean, now I know if I'm driving a passenger car, take the power assist off immediately,
yep,
like autocrossing or whatever. It's a big
right,
deal.
yep,
And that's what you're talking about here, basically,
yep, absolutely.
is that same scenario
Yeah.
with a sim.
Yeah, and when you stated, Shaun, about what is your end goal, I think it's where the pedals almost have to be put into the categories, load cell, hydraulic,
Yeah.
all are, just all of the different, potentiometer pedals, all of that, delineate them out and say, okay, this is the best of this design. This is the best of this design.
That's smart.
I don't even think you could declare a best for each design though, because
You may not be able to, right?
Some of
because
the differences are going to have appeal for certain types of
certain
feet, let's
types
say.
of, yep.
I think it's more prevalent even in the steering wheel, like getting back to my point of, are you racing to create a realism of real life, or are you racing because you're trying to be a great sim racer?
Right.
Looking at a steering wheel, like I can tell you, if you were dialing a setup for the fastest sim racer on earth, I'm guessing Newton meter range is probably somewhere down at 3 to 6, because all you need is enough signal to know when I need to counter steer. Right? I don't need any more, because any more is friction and it's me fighting the wheel. It's, if you're just trying to be optimally fast for sim racing. Now, if you're a real life racer on the side, right? Well, you might be like, well, that's okay. I know that like running 15 Newton meters is kind of like I'm fighting my wheel a bit, but it's real. So I'm willing to take that hit. And then I guarantee you that if you're running 30 Newton meters, you are not the fast. You might be super duper fast, but that wheel is holding you back because you're fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, but there might be people who are doing it because whatever car they drive without power steering, that's what it takes,
Yeah.
So, but I mean, and then for me, I'm kind of like a hybrid. I run higher than I think is optimal for sim racing, but not so much that it hinders me.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
sure.
but I know at that 3 to 6, I'm like, oh, but I like getting a little more curb hit than that.
Yeah,
You know,
right,
And
right.
see, what's funny is you're talking that you in real life, you need the feel or you don't feel the tire.
right,
In other words, in real life, if it's too light, you don't feel the tire.
right,
Yeah,
Right.
right.
So yes, you're fighting, but you're fighting for feel, if
right.
that makes sense. You know what
Sure,
I'm saying? Like
sure,
if you don't have like an Indy car is extremely hard to turn in real life.
right.
It fucking and an F1 car. Like you gotta muscle them babies up.
Yeah,
But
but
if
at
you made
speed,
them, if you made them too easy to drive, you wouldn't feel that big old tire up there.
Right.
You wouldn't be able to load
yeah,
that thing
right,
up. You wouldn't feel it in the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
right. Yep, yep.
It would not be as good as
That,
people think.
but
There,
that's something that we, because we have so little other senses robbing us of things, you know, like I can feel so much more in the steering wheel because I'm being subjected to so many other less sensations in general. You know,
right,
that my
right.
focus can really be on, oh, well, if it's only even 5 Newton meters, I can feel that kick on a curb because I'm holding it with my fingertips. Whereas the amount of times in a real race car I've actually relaxed my hands like I should are
Yeah,
like
right,
none.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, not so much.
Yeah. Paul, yeah, great. Transducer, you know, and it's not, you know, for anybody watching, it's not just about putting them on the pedals. On the pedals is awesome, and I'm about to do the Sim Magic pedals with the transducers. I've played with other setups in the past. Or we could be talking about the SimuCube Active pedal if you want to go extreme. But there are other ways. I mean, like this D-Box motion platform has all the vibration. One of the advantages of the D-Box over a lot of the other motion, it has vibration ability, so you can actually dial in brake lockup and power sliding, we'll call it chatter. Same thing when I used various different seat shakers or vibration motors in the seat. Same thing. It's really awesome when you can get a little bit of a, I don't want to call it ABS. It's not ABS. What it is the cue for you to do human ABS. It's that cue that lets you know that your wheels have been back locked up.
Sure.
And the minute you get that chatter out of any kind of a tactile system, it's just one more verification. I mean, you feel it in your steering wheel. In some cases, you might even see it in the dashboard of the car when you're driving. You'll maybe hear it, you know, as well. But getting the vibration as source is just one more sensory input, letting you know what the car is doing, and yeah, absolutely beneficial. My desk to the floor. Yeah, yeah. Well, with those pedals in particular, those are great pedals, Murano. HPP pedals, hydraulic setup on the brake on those. Great setup. And yeah, you absolutely need to bolt those down, or they're moving, you're moving.
Yeah.
They'll move your house.
Wonder how much fuel we need here.
Yeah, I haven't checked. I dropped it down to 4, but then I started talking instead of driving. So I'm gonna stretch my legs real quick and then come back and try to get serious. Try.
22. How many laps are we gonna do, Kev? Do you think?
Let's see. We have
140.
Let me give you some
8 laps,
calculations here. Do a few calculations here. Yeah, it should be 8 laps, possibly 9, but more likely 8. Oh well, it could be. It's close to 9. It could be 9 laps. Yep.
And I'm saying
we're
like
looking at
roughly 21 laps at 10 gallons. They need like 6 gallons, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuel burn is on this. Let me Let me see if I can get that number.
$41. Holy shit.
Oh, we have a new time on the board. Ken Copeland in at number 7, a 141.928 with just 11 laps on the board. Great time there, Ken.
Yeah, he wouldn't wait up for me. I was trying to catch him. I don't know why he didn't.
Yeah, he's
supposed to be
one
giving me a tow.
I'll have to remind him of that. Andrus Slizen still holding down P2 on the leaderboard with his 142.219. Leo DeGrata just ahead of him, 1900ths of a second up with a 142.2 flat. Chris Schultes, great to see Chris out here tonight in that 000, a 142.456 for Chris, landing him P5, just ahead of him in P4. Paul Darling with a 142.435. Great to see Lonnie Jameson out here with us tonight. Joa, great to see you as well. John Hill out here. A lot of our regulars out tonight. And, of course, Robby Unser joining us in the booth and out on track as well. And, of course, our very own Shaun Cole from the Sim Pit, as we are broadcasting live this evening on the Sim Pit on YouTube. We will be bringing this to you live all the way up through the final 2 events here tonight. We'll be doing those dual 15-minute sprint races coming up here in about an hour and a half. We'll get down to some serious business here at Alton Park. And right now, I think I was looking for Kurt Workman to get in here. Kurt, you need to get that baby out on track, Kurt.
I got to slow down, Joe. Go ahead on my left. Damn it, I did that last time. Okay.
Watching John Hill head down the hill here into Knickerbrook, the famous Knickerbrook corner.
Whoa.
Very fast right-hander there, right at the bottom of that high-speed downhill section. Heading through Druids here. On his way to Lodge Corner. Second to last turn here at Alton Park. Very difficult corner to get right here. Get that weight transfer up on the nose, and when you come up over that crest, the car tends to get light, wants to slide off the top of that corner. You really have to time that entry just right before you head up Deer Leap into the front straightaway here. As we watch John pull off to the right, looks like he's going to reset, get some fresh tires on that machine, and head back out on track here.
So I've been on high downforce this whole time tonight. with
Okay.
that, and I just threw that setup that I had on here from
right,
Elvis.
right. Mm-hmm.
So the rear wing on high downforce is 15 degrees. This setup's 5.
That's exactly right. Yeah, at 5, that's where you're going to get the speed. It's really tough to go from either 15 or 5 at tracks, but yeah, she can be a little hairy at 5. It's a little tricky. How's it feel down here in SO Corner? Is it
So far, kind of okay, but
okay? Getting a little bit of pressure there from
definitely
behind.
a little jickier. And
Yeah,
this is
I
my
bet.
outlap, and they're on there.
Oh, gotcha. They're on a flyer. Okay.
Yeah, I stuck it right out in the middle of them. Fuck it.
Oh, well, the guy behind you probably isn't minding much. Whoa, hold on to her.
Oh yeah, in the race, fuck, I'm gonna be all over the damn place. Screw it. I just got to get a qualifier in.
That's
somehow.
right. That's right. Oh, good stuff. Boy, quite a battle between these 3 cars here. Watching Robby Unser playing
You
the
got me.
playing the ham and cheese here between the bread of these other 2 drivers. My gosh. Through dear Lee, boy, Robby's struggling, keeping the car under him there as he comes up over the crest of the final corner here at Alton Park. It's
Michael,
passed
take me
once
to it.
again by Michael. Let's see if
Well, too much.
Michael can keep that 8 machine ahead.
All
He's
right.
going to do it.
Ooh,
Robby takes it over on his hood.
All right, all the way.
We're going to get medics out there immediately
go to the
make sure he is
hospital with a
okay.
nurse.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to. Oh, bummer, right? All right, here we go. That 14 car. Bryan Elmore, rather. Kendall coming across the line there with a 142.898 on that last lap. Kendall sitting, that's actually his best time. Going to move him up to P6 there. Kendall driving that Denso machine here tonight.
I'm
Number
back.
19.
Password
right.
is Sim Magic. I'm not sure if Kevin answered you already.
Yes, I apologize. I may not have mentioned that. Yeah, Sim Magic, SIMAGIC.
All right, I am gonna try to. Oh, I'm back to 15th. I better.
Shaun, there's been a bit of a change since you left. Drivers have chipped away at those times, it appears.
Do we ever cut off? Do we know what you're doing here tonight, Kevin?
We do, and I think I'm going to announce that right about now.
Uh-oh. I don't hear you on your normal mic. You're not going out to the world. You're just going out to the drivers, and I have you muted.
Oh, apparently Shaun wanted to hear what I was saying, so I had to unmute my other mic. So anyway, guys, yeah, we're going to have that 30-minute quiet coming up here in about 50 minutes. As soon as that wraps up, that will set the grid for Heat 1 tonight, the first of 2 15-minute races. We will have a reverse grid for that second event. I won't tell you just yet what it is. Well, why not? Let's go right ahead. We will be doing a top 7 reverse grid for our second heat race tonight. Top 7 reverse grid.
Top 7. And how many go into the main?
We are going to take the top 20 drivers into the first event, and we're going to take the top 20 in the second event as well.
Okay.
So the top 20 drivers are going all the way to the main event tonight.
So it looks like we do have some people not making the grid. I'm all the way back in 15th. I'm going to have to get it together here.
Yep.
$16th.
Seeing some new times up there on the leaderboard. A 141.624 out of the youngster Leo Dragata, laying down an incredible time here tonight at Alton Park. Not an easy track to get that done at. So great time there for that number 4 machine. The number 7 right behind him there, Ken Copeland. Both those drivers coming over from the XMS Ricmotech series there that takes place on Monday evenings. And this Monday night, it's sports car night. So the sports car series that rotates with the World Challenge on Monday nights will be appearing this Monday for round 7. So they'll be looking forward to that race. I believe they're at Road Atlanta for round 7. So that'll be an exciting event Monday night. And it looks like Ken Copeland and Leo Dragata are trying to get some warm-up time, even though they're not going to be at Alton Park, but they're doing a heck of a job out here in these Toyotas this evening. Paul Darling in that number 55 putting on quite a show here in his Toyota GR86, 142.211, currently sitting about 3/10 off of our second-place driver there. Andrew Slizens finds himself falling back to P4 here in that number 99 with his 142.219, just 8,000th of a second off of P4. Holding down P5 right now is Chris Schultes. Great to see him out there tonight in that 000. Kendall Carpenter right behind him. And Brian Elmore, Michael Levakian, Joseph Spacek, and John Hill rounding out our top 10. Robby Unser finds himself back in P11 with his 143.4. Joe Antonio, great to see Joe out here tonight in that number 31 car with a 143.529. Brent Elmore finds himself back in P13. Shaun Cole moves himself up to P14. Just as I was speaking there, he got a nice little jump on his time now, finds himself sitting on a 144.030. Chris Generelli joining us. Chris, great to see you out here this evening with us. So we have about 48 minutes remaining in our early practice. So drivers, go ahead and start getting those laps in. Sherful Luisi, great to see him out here tonight. Tim Ranger's joining us. Oh, great to have Tim out here as well tonight. Big crowd for this evening here at Alton Park.
You guys figure out how much fuel we might need?
Well, we're thinking about 6 gallons. I'm trying to get I've reached out to somebody to get me a fuel rating for the car. We'll see how that plays out in a minute. You ever have a YouTube playing on your phone and realize that you need to check your phone and you can't find it? Because you forget that it's the TV in front of you?
Shit.
Ooh, watching a bit of a move there by Leo Dragata, getting a slipstream there coming down the hill, but having to make an evasive move there. Driver being courteous and allowing him by. Track's starting to get a little busy out here. Well, as the session is filling up, drivers, let's make sure we keep that courtesy up, keep that situation awareness up. Also, keep that F3 box up. That can be your best friend, certainly when the session starts to get busy. We're getting a lot of traffic out here as we are starting to exceed 20-plus drivers now out here on track. So let's make sure that giving everybody the best opportunity as possible to get their best times in. We do appreciate that.
I need to lighten the spring on my gas pedal. I'll be, well,
pushing back on you a little much, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of hurting. It's like, well, I don't want to have to fight the pedal that hard. Hopefully, I don't have to recalibrate. Hopefully I can, or just in Windows or in iRacing I'll do. I'll be right back. It shouldn't take long. It's real easy to adjust these.
Yeah, no worries. Boy, Kurt Workman and that beautiful Gorilla machine. Great to have him out here with us tonight. Gorilla Productions. Very cool. There's Lonnie Jameson in that number 16. Lonnie laying down a 47 flat on his last lap there. We'll see. Lonnie actually has a 145.008 on the board. Phil Starkey now in P16 with a 144.380. Shaun Cole now bumped back to P15 from Brent Elmore's new time of a 143.652. Sherful Luisi comes in with a 156.467.
All right, is that better?
Moving on that time.
Oh yeah, that's way easier to press. Okay, let's see our calibration. We're gonna need to recalibrate though.
Ken Copeland in the Donut GR86.
Ooh. All right, I think we'll.
Oof, oof, oof. Bit of a battle there heading up the hill towards Druids.
Ooh, Paul
Towards those-
Darling went number 1, huh?
Oh, look at that. That just happened. Oh, we have a new mover and shaker on that leaderboard. Paul Darling in that number 55, showing what he's got under the hood, a 141.587, an incredible lap time out of Mr. Darling's machine there tonight. Dropping Leo and Ken back a spot now. Paul Darling taking over P1.
I'm seeing a lot of packet losses today.
We've
by
had them
people.
all week. It's been really bad.
What's up?
Our-
Is iRacing not paying their internet bills?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's been interesting. Yeah, we had quite a few in our race the other night. Watching that 212 machine of Phil Starkey working his way down along the lakeside there.
Did we
Alton
ever
Lake off to the left?
ever decide on fuel?
No, I should have that number here soon. I've got a gentleman that's not at his PC right now, but he's going to get me the fuel numbers here shortly. You said you had 10 gallons in the car, and it's giving you 21 laps.
Yeah, so I'm on 6.6 now. I'll see what that.
And how many? Yeah, see how many
Let me
laps
see
that's
what that
giving you.
does.
Yeah, I got a feeling that's probably going to give you about let's see, 10. So that's going to probably give you more than what we need. That might be closer to 10 or 12 gallons, maybe. Well, okay, so you had 10 at 21. You go to 6. Yeah, it might be about 11 gallons.
6.6 says 14.5 sitting in the pits.
Oh, yeah, sitting in the pits. Okay, well, drive out and see how much it changes. Whoa, watching the 23 car trying to hold on to it there. Great recovery there out of Sherful Luisi coming over the hill down into Deer Leap there. Very difficult to hold that back end down when that thing starts to step out.
Okay.
Yeah, we may need as low as 5 gallons.
Yeah.
But you may want a little bit of weight in the back end of this thing too.
14.2.
Isn't that what the wings for?
Yeah, I'm with you.
You funny guy. Yep. Don't get that kind of comedy anywhere, do you?
Let's see.
Literally anywhere. None.
Comedy unique only to me.
That's right. That's right.
5 sitting in the pit says 11 laps.
Yeah, so I'm thinking 5 gallons is going to be fine. I mean, I don't know that a gallon difference is going to make a huge difference here.
Holy shit!
If we were at Road America, it might, but.
All right, let's try something.
Now, a gallon
Well,
in the Miata makes a big difference. A gallon in a 3,000-pound car, I don't know, makes a big difference. Yeah, it's just a car so heavy. I just don't know that. I mean, I know a gallon in the Miata certainly affects it.
That sucks, Kurt.
What happened to Kurt?
Computer not cooperating.
Ah, that's a bummer.
So we're deciding we're going to go with 6 gallons to be safe.
I went with. I'm out on 5 now, and it says we've got 11 laps.
Yeah, he's saying 5 is plenty. So.
Oh, and I was already at the lowest wing setting. Okay, never mind. I was like, well, maybe I'm running too much downforce.
Yeah, you can run these at 5.
So I've
A
been on
little
max high
different to
down
handle.
force this whole time. Just so you know, Shaun, that's what my fast lap is on.
Right?
Is on
I'm
the,
now on this one that I got from Elvis, which is way lighter.
Right?
yeah. But your fastest time is on the high downforce wing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Well, I
and
haven't really gotten a clean lap here. I've been in the
Okay.
green a few times, so it's like I think I might have something here.
Okay.
Do you follow what I mean?
Yep.
But I haven't really
Yep.
put one together to see whether I can. But so far, the high downforce is by far.
Yeah. It gives you the ability, I think, to get to throttle a little sooner at corner. It seems, some of the guys in the league, I remember, because the series rotates every other 3-month cycle, and when we finished up in the summer with these cars, a couple of the races I was getting beat because of the wing, but we were at Bathurst for one of them. Now, believe it or not, a couple of the guys ran a 5 wing at Bathurst, as crazy it is up there in the Dipper. But they managed to hold on to it, and they had some really good times. They were just a little bit quicker. But I think it depends on the track. I think if it's a tight, twisty track, I think the higher downforce definitely is an advantage. But where you can kind of stretch the legs a little bit of this thing and open it up a little bit, I think the 5 wing is the way to go.
Well,
But this
where are
is
you
a
at
track
on
that's
track there, Shaun?
Start finish line.
Okay.
Where are you?
Opposite end, backstretch. Okay.
all right. For our viewers out there, they want to come out and do a little track time at Alton Park. We are on the iRacing sim tonight, as we always are for Hotlap Humpday Challenge. You'll find us in the hosted sessions. Password is Sim Magic. That's right, SIMAGIC. That'll get you into the session here this evening, and we're running the International without chicanes. We were talking earlier about the comparison of the two cars here on iRacing, the Toyota GR86 and the Mazda MX-5, and how close they are in comparison as far as lap times. However, their handling and the ability to throw the car around is quite a bit different between the two cars. About just shy of 1,000 pounds difference between the Miata and the GR86.
I can't stay on the damn track with the low downs.
Oh, really? It's a little crazy,
Well,
huh?
compared to the high downforce that I got used to using
right.
so much speed in the corner is like, holy shit.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I ran
Now,
a
Shaun,
44.3 there.
Have you run the high downforce at all, Shaun?
No.
Oof, really? Shall you try it?
I don't know.
He's not sure about that. Watching Leo Dragata here, his last lap of 141.641. Just over his fastest time, which is a 141.624. Ken Copeland still sitting P3 with his 141.928. Bryan Elmore now up to P7 with a 142.852.
Where are you on track there?
I
Shaun?
went onto the back stretch. I guess I'd call it that.
Yeah, going up over the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
all right.
The famous. Are you ready? It's called the famous Hill Straight. I can't
British,
imagine.
they're really creative, aren't
Boy,
they?
they are. Hey, I'll tell you a funny story though about Knickerbrook. So that corner was named that for a very funny story. and I may have shared this before. So when they were building the track,
They got
way
their
way
knickers
back in
broke.
the day. Yep, right at that right hand. Yeah, right. Yes, exactly. So they're building the track, and they had to use explosives to blow out some of the trees that were down at the end of that straightaway where that corner's at. And when they set off the first detonation of explosion, that obviously stirred the birds and everybody for quite some distance around the area. Well, the most amusing part of it was a couple comes running out of the brook at the bottom of the hill there, and a couple of the workers went down there to get a sight of what they could see because they could see there was a lot of skin involved. And so they ran down there and they found the woman's knickers laying by the brook.
That's
And
funny.
so that's why it's named Knickerbrook.
That's funny.
Yep.
Damn. I don't know. Hmm. Try one more lap. How much time do we got in this?
We have 33 minutes remaining. I was about to announce that here shortly.
I'm getting slower, not faster.
Did you try that downforce?
No. Might as well.
Man, it's a lot better in the corner. I haven't figured out if I'm faster or not yet. I need a stiffer sway bar.
Oh, I had to set up a fan. Just starting to get hot in here.
Not a lot of movement on that leaderboard. I think we're winding down here to coming into that final 30-minute window where times are starting to become far and far more precious and few between. Don't see a lot of movement when we get down to these final 30 minutes. Guys are really chipping away. Tim Rangers now has a time on the board of 147.776. I'm sure we'll see some movement out of him for sure. Just 3 laps on the board at this time. 19 laps out of Lonnie Jameson as he finds himself up in P17 now with a 144.851. We are taking the top 20 drivers tonight.
Oh, damn it.
Coming to you live this evening from Cheshire, England. I was right. Robby, you were asking me earlier where this was located, and it's in Cheshire.
Robby, I'm right in front of you, by the way.
Yeah, I see that. I tried a little cross weight to get through the right-handers faster. Boy, it made that first left-hander a bitch.
Oh, I bet it did.
Well,
wow. Yeah, Cascades is not an easy corner. That thing, it's really about car placement to get a good run off that thing. You just have to come down that hill and just set that nose just right to really get a fast run up off that corner. All right, drivers, we have reached the 30-minute mark remaining in our Hotlap Humpday pre-qual warm-up. And we are coming up on, just over 30 minutes remaining, as I see here on the clock. Paul Darling still sitting up at the top of the leaderboard here with Leo DeGrata and Ken Copeland right on his heels. And, of course, all three of those top drivers in the 141s. I do want to remind everyone we will be taking the top 20 drivers. The top 20 drivers on the leaderboard will have an opportunity in qualifying to make it into that first heat race. Of course, we are in Hotlap Humpday warm-up here. Qualifying will be coming up shortly. It will be a 30-minute qualifying. It will be open qualifying. So it will be just as you are doing right now out here hot lapping. We'll have 30 minutes of that. The big difference is those laps have to be clean. You have to be incident-free once we switch over to qualifying in order for those times to show up on the leaderboard. There will be two 15-minute heat races tonight. They will happen back-to-back with a 5-minute interval between the two. A little warm-up there for you between the two races. And, of course, the top 7 will be inverted. The top 7 will be inverted for race 2, meaning the driver that finishes P7 in race 1 will start on the pole for the final event. If your car becomes damaged in either of the two 15-minute races, it is required that you drive the car to pit road and use your fast repair. You do get one fast repair in each of the 15-minute heat races tonight, so make sure and take advantage of them. If you need to, let's hope that that's not the case. The other thing to notice is that if you become damaged to the point that you can't get the car to pit road and you have to escape to tow, you may not come back out on track at that time. You will be disqualified from that particular event. All right, drivers, here we go. 28 minutes remaining here in our pre-qual warm-up. Let's keep that situation awareness up there and keep chipping away at those lap times, guys. Oh, Robby. Oof. Man. Wow, that was...
I didn't expect you to break quite so soon.
The car ahead. I was just running him over, and I had to drop back.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. If you'd have seen my eyes.
You should have seen Robby. He's coming down Cascades.
Dude,
you're right there. He drops his right rear tire. The car looks like a wet noodle going down into the corner.
I don't know how you moved out in front of me. Fuck. It was like, oh shit,
I thought for sure he was going to plow through your back end, man. That's crazy. That was funny. I'm like, Robby,
all right, well,
you all right there, buddy?
I'll do this. Fucking pushed. Ugh.
Oof, boy, nice job holding on to that. Man, are you still on the low downforce?
No, I'm on the high now.
Oh, you are? Okay, you're back on it. Okay.
I went to the medium and did run my fastest lap so far.
Okay.
By a 10th.
All right. Okay, good. I love watching the nose dive on this thing.
Yeah, I've got whoop. Yeah, I just can't quite make that one. I'll share the setup I have. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have 25 minutes, Shaun. You might want to try.
I'll share my setup with you if you want, Shaun.
All right.
It's actually pretty quick, but you got to watch the left-handers.
Yeah, because you've changed the
I
crossweight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that you're gonna clear him.
I don't care. I'll wreck his ass. He obviously didn't see
both you guys threw
Robby
in there.
And Shaun coming through, did he?
Yeah. The tandem dynamic duo here.
I'm going to lift, and Shaun said, I'm going to push you. Okay.
Yeah, right. Love it.
Poor
That's
And
Phil.
what am I
great.
looking at the guy going, nah, dude, ain't me. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's behind me, right? What can I
Yeah.
say?
Oh man, that's great.
Ah,
All right, let's see if we can get some drafting a little bit.
All right, Shaun, here you go. Let's lay down a good one here.
whoa, shit.
You got to make sure you get slowed down for that apex.
Yep.
I've noticed. Well, don't do that. All right.
Can
I-
you
Oh, you did it again, Robby. You
touched
dropped
two
that
wheels
right rear
off.
tire.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Right.
I saw all the mud come flying off
Let
the
me
back of that thing right at the camera.
And it sets it. 27. Yeah, I'm looking good on pressure. Still a little pushy.
Let's see. I should take my dog out before we get to qualify.
Yeah, you're actually a little late doing that.
Yeah, he's
got his legs all twisted up.
Yeah, normally when he's in this room, he sits staring at the door, like with his butt
Gotcha.
to me and his eyes to the.
Right.
And I know he's like the opposite. He's like totally just staring at me.
That's funny. Yep. It's like, yep. When
All
you
right.
coming?
I shared what I'm on with you right now, Shaun. So
Okay, I'm gonna try that out right when I get back. I'm gonna grab it. Shared.
I think we're at 5.3 gallons. It's high downforce. What are you on time wise?
What do you mean?
You're right behind me with a 3-4. Yeah, you're real close.
Yeah, and I'm
We're
picking up
on
speed
top of
now.
each other. Yeah. I'll try that medium just for fun.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna take the DOG out. I'll be right back.
All right. You tried medium. See if this is any better.
Yeah, still no movement on the leaderboard. This is amazing. Got some pretty dedicated drivers out here tonight. If you want to come out and give your shot at Alton Park in the Toyota GR86, you will find us on iRacing in the hosted sessions. Password is SimMagic. That's right, SimMagic, SIMAGIC. That will get you into the room here, all lowercase, and jump into that Toyota GR86. Give yourself a whirl around Alton Park. We're not running the chicanes here tonight, but we are driving the international circuit. That's right. Come out of SO Corner there and head up that very long, sweeping backstretch up and over the hill, down into Knickerbrook, and up the hill through Clay into Druids, and ultimately into Lodge and Dearly back to the start-finish line here at Alton Park. Great place to drive, a lot of fun, and especially in these cars here tonight. These guys are having a blast out here on track, searching for every 10th to get themselves up into the top 20, as we'll be taking the top 20 drivers here into our dual 15-minute sprint races. You'll have an opportunity to win a Ricmotech Racing Simulators T-shirt. We'll be giving that away, and not only that, but the winner of tonight's event will be punching that ticket, that golden ticket, to put them on the grid for that chance to win $500 on December 20th in our final mystery track, mystery car, Hotlap Humpday final challenge of the year. So 2023 starting to wrap up here. Round 11 happening tonight. We have 10 other drivers that have secured their spot on the grid for that final $500 championship race. Of course, if it was 1923 and we were talking about a $500 championship, the crowd would be going wild. But it's 2023, and $500 doesn't sound like a lot, but to a sim racer, that's a lot of money to go spend. I know I'd sure like to win it.
Mm-hmm.
Watching Ken Copeland getting a run up on Leo Dragata here as the two of them are going side by side down the backstretch here, approaching the hill. Looks like Ken may actually get the overtake done. Both of these drivers sitting P2 and P3 on the leaderboard. Leo drops in behind, trying to take advantage of some of the slipstream. I don't know that that's going to help him at this point. Ken takes it a little bit wide. See if he got an X there. No, it looks like he was able to get away with that. Now Leo looking to the inside. Both these drivers trying to get into the double right-handers of Druid's corner. They make it through there somehow. Copeland manages to keep his Toyota out in front. They head down into Lodge Corner. They'll come up over this very difficult crest. Now that car gets light. There you go. Leo Dragata, a great example of what can happen to that rear end coming up over Lodge Corner bend there. Oh, Ken Copeland wins out on that little battle. Takes the win on that lap, brings his car across the line. Watching Kendall Carpenter now. John Hill and his familiar Castrol livery here in the Toyota tonight, the number 18. His last lap coming in at a 144.113. John sitting P12 on the leaderboard right now. His best time's a 143.236. There's a Moza racing machine there. Miguel Soares joining us late. It's great to see Miguel coming out here for a little bit of GR86 action. New car to the world here this year. I got to see this car in person at the Daytona 24 this year. Got a picture next to one of the GR86s before they actually hit the track this year. New Global Series out of Toyota. Talked earlier about the weight of this machine, nearly 3,000 pounds, but 228 horsepower, about 50 horsepower more than the Mazda Miata MX-5. Oh, Sherfel Luisi taking it quite wide out of Knickerbrook as he loses that back end. Very easy to do there. Carry a little bit too much corner speed. That car is going to travel off that strip there on the outside. That candy cane will not be sticky enough for your car, I can tell you that. Watching Leo Dragata now coming to the line. Let's see if he can improve on his time of a 141.6. And Leo is not quite able to do that. We've got a little bit of a collision here between Chris Schultes. They escape back to the pits to get those fenders repaired. Don't know if they'll have time to get them repainted before we start the race here in 17 minutes, but we'll see how that plays out as we watch the 212 of Phil Starkey getting loose there at that familiar Lodge Corner. As you can see, a lot of drivers struggle coming up over that crest there, coming to throttle just a little bit too early. That back end gets light coming up over that hill, and without a lot of downforce on these cars, boy, that back end just says, yeah, I'm going to slide over this way if you don't mind. Robby, you're still holding down P13. Nice job with that 143.4. Looking good, looking good. You're well within the marks of making it into qualifying here tonight.
How many guys have we got showed up?
23 drivers right now. Just had another one.
We can't just take everybody.
I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to surprise the field and take everybody. So that means 16 minutes out there, folks. Sim Magic is the password. Come on out here and jump into your rig. Hop into that Toyota GR86. I want to see what you can do up against these guys. We've got some amazing drivers out here. Ken Copeland, Chris Generali, Andrew Slissons, Kendall Carpenter, Chris Schultes, all these guys putting on one heck of a show here tonight at Alton Park. This 228 horsepower little beast of a machine, the grocery getter. Yep. With 3 interchangeable wing settings, don't you know? How fast do you want to get back from the dollar store? Open that thing up. I got our screen on Robby Unser here. Let's see. Robby in his familiar chrome, but a little bit of a darker look tonight. Robby making his way towards SO Corner. Down through Island Bend there. Alton Park has what's known as Alton Lake just to the left here. You head down the straightaway coming out of Cascades at the beginning of the lap there. Robby now making his way up the uphill straight.
Oh, too bad, Ken. So close. All right. I was going to try out the setup Robby sent me.
Yeah. Give that a whirl.
There we go.
Looks like Leo Dragata taking a ride through the daisy field back there. Wanting to figure out how to drive the offline there just in case he needs to use that during the race tonight. Watching the 15 of Joseph Spacek. Now back to Ken Copeland, dodging a bit of a fender bender there and one. Known as Old Hall Corner. There's our good buddy Shaun Cole heading down into Cascades.
I'm back.
Yeah. Back with a vengeance here with 14 minutes remaining in practice. All right, drivers, just under 15 minutes remaining. Actually, just under 14 minutes, my mistake. Coming down to the wire here as we start pushing our way towards qualifying for Hotlap Humpday Challenge. We watch Leo Dragata going for quite a ride there.
That was
we
crazy.
find Miguel Soares following in suit there as they take a bit of an alternate route through SO Corner. Miguel regains control of the car and makes his way back down the backstretch. All right, drivers, looking forward to this qualifying coming up. Just keep in mind that's going to have to be incident-free. It will be on the clock. It will be open qualifying. And so let's make sure that we keep minding our P's and Q's here as we approach those final few minutes. So continue to work on those setups here, get those cars ready to go for Hotlap Humpday qualifying. Again, coming up here in 13 minutes. Do want to remind all of you, for all of your one-stop, all things sim racing needs, guess what? You can go to Ricmotech.com. That is kind of the shopping mall, if you will, for sim racers. I spend a lot of time at the website salivating and drooling over all the lovely items I'd love to add to my rig here. But, man, visit Ricmotech.com. Give them a call. Ask for Rep Frank or Jose, any of the guys down there. They're great to speak to. They're super knowledgeable and can give you some great information on all the different quality products they have, carrying everything from Sim Magic to Hussenfeld, to the Ricmotech Mini Mic gear, the Ricmotech GT3 pedals, the Willwood pedals. I mean, they have just a plethora of equipment, many different brands, Moza, all of it. Make sure you visit Ricmotech.com. Take a look at all of their gear down there. I can guarantee you, if they don't have what you need, they'll let you know what to do and how to get it. Oh, there's somebody with a Simtrex livery, Shaun.
That's Joa.
That's Joa. So he's obviously made his step into that world.
Yeah, he's the one who made me aware of those pedals.
Price point? Curious?
Oh, they're expensive. They're like $1,000.
Okay. But for that price point, well worth it, it sounds like.
Oh, they're gorgeous, super awesome pedals, yeah.
Wow, nice. I'll have to check out your review tomorrow. Boy, Robby, you like throwing those tires out there on that grass line, don't you? Oh, and again and again.
Uh-huh.
Stop it. Stop it. It's not going to help us win this tonight.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's just going to help me qualify.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you just got to
Why
figure out
not
how to
help me
get one of them
qualify?
in, right?
I promise you it's going to help me win.
shit.
Just got to know where you can use it.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
What is my quickest time?
I can give you that here. Stand by. You are sitting on a 143.122. So you are literally, obviously, just outside of the 42s, but that's what's keeping you out of the top 10 right now, is because of that. You get down in the 42s, that'll put you in the top 10. That takes you all the way up to P3. Top 3 are in the 41s, but everybody else is 42s back to 10th.
Yeah, I'm hanging 11th. I pulled out 3/10, and let me tell you, that was hard. I had to go clean my damn arm off in the toilet. I had shit so far up it was on my shoulder. I reached so deep for that one. I'm just trying shit now that I don't. Boy, I tell you what, if you throw this thing sideways in the grass, she'll flip on you.
That was the best version of a painted picture's 1,000 words. It's worth 1,000 words.
All right. Well, I don't know, Shaun. I think my fastest was actually on the high downforce.
The setup you gave me?
Yeah, but I gotta say I like the medium downforce too.
I'd say medium for qual maybe, and then
although I'm showing a lot more push on this medium. Let's see what we can do here. Stiffen that up.
watching Ken Copeland, a very seasoned driver, making his way through Deer Leap here, up on the front straightaway. Watch what he comes across the line with here. A 141.233. Holy smokes, that's going to bump Ken all the way up to the top of the leaderboard.
No shit.
Yeah. Now, depending on if it, let me see how that comes in. I swore I saw that.
He's been so fast all damn day, though. I don't know what he's been.
Oh, he's quick. He's
for breakfast.
Yeah, he's like that in our series. Yeah, he gives Mike Dam and Hartley and those guys a run for their money. I mean, he's right up there with them. I think he won the last World Challenge race, actually.
Where are you on track there, Shaun?
Coming into the final section.
Unbelievable run out of the number 7 there. Ken Copeland picking up a 141.233, shooting him right up to the top of the leaderboard. Great time out of that GR86 there for the number 7. Paul Darling and Leo Dragata now drop back to P2 and P3 with both of their respective times in the 141s as well.
Where are you?
Turn 2.
All right.
And I'm going off track. Oh, I just set my best lap with your setup, though, Robby.
On my setup? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you just beat me.
Oh, we got a couple movers and shakers on the board here. Mr. Shaun Cole.
I crashed, so I went in the pit.
Jumping all the way up to P11, finding himself sitting now on a 143.067.
Did you go back out?
Just outside of the top 10 there. Michael Avakian holding down P10 with his 142.964. Just a couple thousandths of a second ahead of Shaun Cole. Robby Unser now finds himself back to P12 in his number 11. I don't think he's too happy about that. There were some words exchanged in my ear there in the booth, I'll tell you.
Tell me when you're ready to go out.
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm coming. All right,
you want to lead or you want me to lead?
Go ahead, you can lead. I've been struggling getting it to turn. So I'm pushing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we could get it to turn a little bit more in this there's a car. Well, he's back there a bit. It's Joe. He's faster than us. I let him by me.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Okay. So yeah, I think if we could get, to me, it's weak on these left-handers. But I
It
don't know
doesn't
what
do
you think.
too bad on that one for me, or not much worse off than the other setup. So it's not making it that much worse on that left.
It's definitely slower on the straightaway. You know, I can tell by my red-green thing.
Yeah. This coming corner is the one I've just been ruining all day long, by the way.
You've got to go early at it. Turn. Okay, even I missed it a little bit.
Oh, yep, both you guys carried it a little bit hot. Yep. But he's right.
That
he's
was
right,
good.
Sean.
We were just turned late.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't give you an off track if you take your right front over the first clip.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, right. Yep, exactly.
See,
so
like
you're going to want to cut that.
I'm going to slow up just a hair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in your car, Sean.
All right.
Okay.
Oh.
Lost it. Don't worry. Keep going. I'll catch you around. Hey, son of a bitch. I didn't know this thing had a traction control on it.
Okay.
And ABS. Did you know that?
No.
Uh-huh. In-car adjustment. You can do traction control or ABS.
Okay, Sean, as you are heading down here, you can actually throw that right front tire right over that curb right there. Throw it right in there. Go. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's beautiful. You nailed it, Sean.
Thank you.
Wow. That was easy. Okay, I'll go back to my chopper cam and most exciting.
All right, tell me when you start coming in the front.
I'm going under that bridge on the back into the final corner. Final corner.
Wow, there is
This is a good lap.
probably the slightest delay on YouTube that I've ever seen with our show. It's literally less than 5 seconds.
Well, that's good. P9.
No shit. Good one.
Nice. Look at this. Oh, I think somebody's decided to get down to business here. Shaun Cole now moves all the way up to P9 with a 142.646. He seems to be the only climber on the board at this moment.
I'm on cold tires. You should be all over me very soon.
All right, I'm 4 seconds back though.
Yeah, but I'm riding the brake and shit.
All right, drivers, we are approaching our official qualifying for Hotlap Humpday Challenge Round 11 here of 2023. That will be coming up in just over 1 minute. Situation awareness during qualifying will be monitored. Let's make sure that we're keeping that F3 box handy so we're not pulling out in front of other drivers on flyer laps during qualifying. And if you come out of the pits, you see an oncoming car, let's make sure we yield and allow them to maintain their flyer pace on their lap. Let's try not to do any kind of race conditions during actual qualifying. Let's make sure that we're keeping the track in a format for qualifying. We don't want to see cars getting out there racing each other side by side. We want everybody to have an opportunity to get their best lap in so that they have their best shot at winning that Ricmotech T-shirt here this evening. 30 seconds. 30 seconds remaining in pre-qual warm-up. All right, we're switching.
No. I can't quite get through that. I just need a little more front grip on that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's hard to see the corner too.
I wonder.
All right, drivers, green flag qualifying, green flag
Does it give
qualifying.
us our...
Again, drivers' courtesy, situation awareness is key during this 30-minute qualifying session. If you are exiting the pits, do not impede drivers that are on their flyer laps that are approaching. Let's use that F3 box.
Yeah, I'm going to do
exiting
a
the
quickie
pits.
and then
All right,
take a
drivers,
break
best of
before
luck
we
to all of you
race.
during qualifying. We will only be giving time calls moving forward. Once we end qualifying, we will give final race instructions for the first heat. Good luck, drivers.
Ooh, follow him. He's fast.
Yeah, that's what I said. Daddy didn't raise a total, fool. That's why I let him pass me. Well, dude, you go
now,
by.
no drafting the fast guys. That's not fair.
What do you mean? That's smart.
That's smart, right?
It's the only hope I got.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saving fuel.
I'm just saving fuel. Right.
And he's not at all anxious to go. He just...
Well, you guys have set yourself in a good spot there.
Luckily, he's going chill because he's on colds.
Yeah, right. Oh, he's bobbing and weaving. I don't know that he wants to be the engine here. Shaun seems to be pleased to be in the caboose position. Going to pick up the double stream. Watching all three of these drivers make their way now out of Druids.
He's starting to extend it now.
Staying four?
Yeah, he's
starting to stretch it. Through that?
Yeah.
Heading into Lodge Corner here. We've got our eyes on Robby Unser, Leo Dragata just ahead of him. Shaun Cole in the 39 Sim Pit machine. That familiar blue and orange, trailing that chrome car of Robby Unser as they complete begin, I should say, their first flyer lap on the clock.
Oh, there's an off.
Oh, Shaun Cole takes it wide. That will negate his ability to get a time on this particular lap. We'll obviously try to stay in the slipstream of Robby Unser to gain some aid on the second lap here. Robby run pretty strong here, actually able to stay within that slipstream just barely of Leo Dragata. Let's see if he's able to maintain that position. Watch that nose dive down into SO corner here, get some good rotation.
No push.
A little bit of push in the center. Takes it high up off the corner there.
I'm just trying to follow him.
Yep. Shaun Cole able to close that gap back up on Robby and get some nice slipstream here. Coming down the hill into Knickerbrook. Little tap of the brakes, lift of the throttle, let that car rotate early, get it down into the bottom of that.
Here, huh?
No, I'm up to fifth, right there. Right on the little downside of the hill, and then down to fourth.
Back into fourth, yep. Oh, Robby.
Damn it.
Yeah, that, did you try fourth?
Yeah, it didn't
work.
Yeah,
it didn't put enough, it didn't allow the car to.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Shaun now gets loose. Both drivers now struggling to get a time on the board here. We have our first times coming in, the 000 of Chris Schultes with a 142.268. Leo Dragata, a 42.384 just behind him. John Hill now, a 144 flat.
Some bitch
Bryan
won't turn
Elmore
on me.
comes in P4. About 2.2 seconds between our leader and P4 on the leaderboard so far. Several drivers struggling to get a time in on that first flyer lap.
Kevin, what do
Many
you
of the
have?
drivers
What do
picking
you
up
have
a
scrutiny
1S.
at?
Ken Copeland comes in with a 141.381. Unbelievable time out of that number 7.
Kevin, I don't know if it's DQing for offs.
What's happening?
I don't know, but it put me at 6th, and I had a couple offs on that lap.
It didn't give me mine, did it? Or did it give me a time?
I'm not sure.
Let me
No,
look
it
here.
doesn't. It didn't give you a qualified
No, Sean,
time.
you don't have a time, Sean.
Okay.
Fuck, I did miss that one too.
Boy, drivers really struggling to get a time on the board here, finding themselves pushing those limits just a little bit too much. Easy to do here at Alton Park. So many corners require such great car placement on entry. Big push coming here out of the 39 up onto the 11 car of Robby Unser as they head into Lodge Corner. They get a nice run down through the bottom. Shaun stretching
Like
it
the
out
only
wide
one
there.
I actually do good.
Robby gets a nice lift off the corner. Let's see if a time actually is displayed on the board for Robby. It is not. He's now on a flyer.
Fucking thing is not turning for shit. Okay.
Bryan Elmore, Brent Elmore coming in P7, P8 on the qual board now with a 143.8 and Brent's 144.9. Now, Phil Starkey gets a time on the board, a 145.702. Top 10 drivers now have a position on the grid. The 11 now comes in. Leo Dragata sitting P3. Joa Antonio P5. Chris Generelli now a 142.973. He goes P4 on the qual board. Michael Avakian having a great run here tonight. Michael, a newcomer to the Hotlap Humpday Challenge. Great to have him out here with us in that number 8 machine.
All right, I just had to get a lap in. Sorry, I went so slow through
Yep, no, I'm doing the same thing, man.
Like, damn it.
A lot of new faces out here tonight in the Hotlap Humpday Challenge.
My screen went jicky on me. Are you got to run?
Nope, I lost it.
All right.
Oh, Robby,
Oh,
hold on
fuck.
there.
My screen's like blinking on me, and it's pissing me off. No score.
Oh,
Shaun
that's an off.
Cole, a 144.382. Shaun Cole now on the lead board, a P12. Shaun takes a huge hit into the inside barrier, rips the front end off the car. Will he be in shape for the race coming up soon?
Oh, they already fixed it.
They say they've already fixed it.
They had a backup. By the time I got back, it was already warmed up, ready to go.
It was already repaired. That's the beauty of how race teams function today. Quick. Watching Leo Dragata and Ken Copeland now working together in their draft. Those two have been supporting each other throughout practice tonight, working on improving on their times. Ken sitting on that 141.3. Leo Dragata literally an entire second behind him, a 142.384. See Ken Copeland taking it wide out of 1. That'll certainly negate this lap for him. Leo Dragata now coming down into Cascades, looking to get a run up out of that corner, and he takes it wide as well. That number 4 machine finding himself out there in the grass. Leo coming over from the Ricmotech Sports Car Series and World Challenge. A young driver here on iRacing, putting on quite a show in both of those series this year. Driving with a pace. Hopefully we'll get him a championship this season. We'll see how that goes. I believe he's sitting P2 in the championship right now in GT3 AM and GT4 AM, I believe, as well. I believe he's up at the top of the leaderboard in both of those. We have times now all the way down to P16. Sherfel Luisi coming in with a 146.869. Phil Starkey now P15. Robby Unser has his first time on the board for qualifying, a 144.401, putting him P14, just behind our very own Shaun Cole, P13 in that number 39. Joseph Spacek coming in with a 144.206 now, putting himself P12. Brent Elmore now drops to P11, and John Hill takes over the top 10 spot there with his 143.519. 19 minutes remaining in qualifying, so plenty of time for these drivers to get a much better lap underneath them. Hopefully work their way up on that leaderboard. Again, we will be inverting the top 7 for race 2 tonight. We do want to thank Ricmotech and all the work that they do to put this event together and all that they do for the sim world, really. The time they put in working with not only their customers, but drivers in our Ricmotech series are always willing to share their knowledge and help people find the right gear and the right equipment for their driving skills and the end goal that they're trying to achieve. Frank is quite the consultant, if you will, when it comes to all of that. Be sure to visit them at ricmotech.com next time you need some sim gear, whether you're starting out or you've had a rig for some time and all of a sudden your monitors, or not monitors, your wheel or your pedals go out, or you decide you want to upgrade your sim rig itself. Just something that I've been talking to my wife about of recent.
Okay. I got a time in. I'm good. That ain't going to drop me off the grid. I'm good.
All right, Shaun Cole, a P6 on the grid. Well, 142.542. What a time out of that 39 car tonight. Great job,
good
Shaun.
run.
Nice run.
How'd you get that
is,
clean?
That is great.
I just literally went slow.
I
literally
slow as fast? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
I was
Well, then I'd be P1. So what else do you got? 'Cause
Right.
on all the spots that I was having trouble for, I broke early and got off the brake entirely. I was not trail braking for shit other than the like slow corners. So I was just like trying to slow it down to control speed, and then I was literally just trying to get it back on all 4 wheels before the corner. Because those are the corners that were killing me on time.
Yeah, you feel like that you want to carry more speed into the corner with this car.
Yeah.
Just because come on, because it's a lower horsepower and you just want to throw, but really it's about backing it up.
So Robby, on the backstretch, the right-hander where you got to the one we were both having trouble with, where you have to kind of cut just a hair, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I was braking way earlier than you by like 3 car lengths. And then I was coasting to apex and then gassing out.
Gassing out. That's exactly it. Yep.
And then the double right-hander afterward.
Yeah.
I almost was doing the same thing. I was just like braking a little earlier than I was, and then like letting the car roll through the whole first corner.
First one.
And then I was pretty much on the gas as soon as I got out of the first one all the way to the out.
Yeah, it's all about center out speed with this thing.
Yeah. So that was the big diff. All right, I'm gonna stretch my legs. What do we have time wise? We're down.
We are down to almost 15 minutes. Yep.
Okay.
I'll be doing that announcement here in a moment.
I'm on the grid. Now we stretch.
Yes, you are. You're in a good spot, buddy. P7 now. Andrew Slissen's just dropped you.
That's good
He's
company.
now, yep. Yeah, you're up there with some. Yeah, you guys are, and you're all so close in times. You're gonna love racing this thing, man. It is so much fun.
Ooh, Joa just went P3. 42.3.
Nice.
Dang.
Oh, damn, Joe.
Yeah.
Nice. He bumps Leo Dragata down to P4 in the 4 car. Chris Generelli now P5. Andrew Slissen's P6. Shaun Cole P7. Bryan Elmore P8. Kendall Carpenter P9. Michael Avakian P10.
All right, be right back.
There's your top 10 on our qual board. 15 minutes remaining. 15 minutes remaining in qualifying.
Huh.
Tim Rangers gets his time in a P17 position now, a 145.825. And I believe that's a quicker time than what he had in practice, if I'm recalling correctly. So good job out of Tim there. Phil Starkey just ahead of him there at P16. Phil coming in with a 145 flat, sitting on that .066. Watching the number 8 machine of Michael Avakian now heading through Cascades, now out onto the Alton Lake Straight, I like to call it. Little curvy straight here that takes you down to Island Bend. Excuse me. And then heavy on the brakes into SO Corner. Now watching Ken Copeland here as he's sitting on the pole, trying to improve on his 141.381. Now he has Leo Dragata back 4 spots, but about 10 car lengths. At one point, both these drivers were 1 and 2 on the leaderboard. Leo now is trying to stretch everything he can to improve. 5 time now with a 142.348. Chris Schultes bumps his way up to P3 now, sending Joe Antonio back to P4. Chris comes in with his 142.268 now. Chris's first lap in qualifying. What an amazing time to nail on your first lap out. Chris Generali sitting on the most laps in qualifying now. P2 with his 142 flat, sitting on a 094. We have a couple new times now. Lonnie Jameson coming in with a 146.666. Robby Unser still holding on to P14 with his 143.666. And Miguel Soares just ahead of him in P12. Now Miguel actually at P12 with a 143.566. Still waiting on a timeout of Paul Darling. Paul at one point was up at the top of the leaderboard. Not sure if he's going to be able to capitalize on his momentum here this evening. Scott Winterstrom still no time out of Scott yet in his number 17. Then we have Luis Perez, who has not laid down a lap yet in qualifying. Either of those drivers will be starting at the rear of the field. Right now we have 19 drivers with times on the leaderboard. And we've not formally announced this yet, but we will take all drivers into the first event. Ken Copeland came out with a blistering time in qualifying. Was able to lay that time really down on one of his first laps. 141.381. The closest driver behind him, it'll be starting on the outside of row one, is Christian Raleigh with a 142.094. Right now, our second row will be made up by Chris Schultes and Joa Antonio. Both those drivers sitting with a 142.2 and a 142.3. We have a mover and shaker up on the board. Kendall Carpenter now making his way up there with a P4 slot, 142.298. Dropping Joa Antonio now back to P5. So now our row two is made up by the 000 and the number 19 of Schultes and Carpenter. Both those drivers, Schultes with a 42.268 and a 42.298 out of Carpenter. Leo Dragata now back to P6. He'll make up the outside of row three. Row four will be Andrew Slizens and Shaun Cole. Shaun getting a really good run there late in qualifying, his fifth lap out in qualifying. Still no time out of Paul Darling yet. Let's check and see if he is still in the session and available to run. Yes, he's still showing in the session. Still no time out of Mr. Darling. 9 minutes remaining in qualifying here tonight. This is round 11 of 12 of the Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge. Here at Alton Park this evening, we are running the international configuration with no chicanes. Qualifying is underway. There is barely enough time for another driver to jump in and join us. The password is Sim Magic. If you happen to catch us here just in the last couple of minutes and you want to try to get out here and get a lap time on the board, you can still join us in qualifying. We'll have to do it via the new beta UI, though. You can't come in through the old browser. I don't recall, Shaun, are you able to still come in through the old browser, or have they eliminated that now? I'll have to ask him when he returns to the mic. Yeah, I'll ask him when he gets back. Watching the 14 car get loose there. Another one losing that rear end over the Lodge Corner Hill. It is a doozy. Not easy to keep that thing under you. John Hill now, that number 18 machine. John sitting on the leaderboard now, P12 it looked like. 143.416. Boy, he's just outside of the top 10. Another 1/10 and a half, and he'll put himself top 10 here for qualifying. About 7.5 minutes remaining here. Got our eyes on Leo Dragata as he makes his way out of turn one, Old Hall Corner. Now down into Cascades. He gets a nice run down through the apex of Cascades and see if he can maintain that exit. He does. Gets an explosive run off that corner. Let's see if he can make something happen on this lap here. Right now, he is sitting. Oh, Leo has moved his. Oh, wow. This just happened. Leo Dragata, 41.842. P2 on the leaderboard. Finds himself just a half a second off of the leader. Boy, a lot of shifting around here late in qualifying. Jesus. These guys are just popping some unbelievable times, Robby.
I know. I just got into the twos, and I'm barely 10th.
P10 now. Robby Unser, great time, buddy. 142.837 out of that number 11. Leo Dragata looking to improve on his time as he heads down into the double rights of Druid's Corner. Takes it wide again, gets that off track. That's going to negate that lap for him. Switch over to Joseph Spacek, sitting on a 143.550 was his last lap. That is his best time. He comes across the line. Let's see if he's able to improve. Oh, just 1/10 of a second off his best time.
Oh, look at that, Robby. 42.8.
Yeah, Robby jumped up the board big time there, right behind you. Yep. Yeah, you guys are almost starting side by side there.
Still 5 more minutes. 6 more minutes.
Yep.
So let me look at your feed and see what it looks like, Kevin.
Oh, just check it. I can tell you right now, it's not good. I'm seeing it just without the feed, and it's not good. So
Off track.
I think we'll
212.
stay with yours. It
Stop.
seems to be.
Okay.
We seem to be pretty close on our coverage.
Okay.
Are you back to most exciting now?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it seems to be keeping us right together. So
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So we'll go with it, man.
Okay, then I'm gonna turn the space bar, and that should leave that good. Okay. Make sure everything's good here. Yep, everything looks good.
5 minutes. 5 minutes remaining in qualifying, drivers.
Yeah, look at Chris Schultz. Nice run,
Yeah,
Chris.
man. He got a nice little slip stream there from Joa. He sent a little thank you out to him.
It shows you how this race is going to go if people can keep it clean. It's like
you guys are going to be amazed at how well these
What's
cars
hard
play
is
together.
looking through those damn cars, though.
right.
Dude, you get
Yes.
like coming up behind you.
It's-
It's like I can't
yep.
see shit.
You can't. No, it's very difficult.
You know what I mean?
don't
Like,
have a
yeah,
lot of visual. Yep.
Yeah.
Like this backstretch deal is gonna.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ken,
Oh.
you're so close, but too far. We're going in 4 minutes. Well, plus the reset, so it'll be like 6 minutes.
Yep.
But if you're 10 from home, I don't think you're gonna make it.
Oh, he's not going to make it. Who is it?
Ken Estep.
Oh, Kenny Step. Oh, what a bummer.
Unless
Oh,
you got-
he'd have probably enjoyed this too.
Unless you're in a DeLorean or maybe a Cybertruck. I don't know.
Well,
do
if you're in
Cybertrucks
a
have
real,
flux capacitors?
if you're GR86 for real, you may not make it.
Oh no, he's in a Shelby Mustang.
Okay, he may make it.
Yeah, he's got a fast car. I'm not encouraging you to speed.
Yes, we're
Ken.
not saying anything
I did
about
to get
driving
here.
over the
What's
speed
that?
limit. We're only suggesting that you have just enough time to get in. So however you want to play that.
Good turnout for tonight's event. That's great.
Boy, it's been great. A lot of new faces. Yeah, really great turnout. Yep.
If you are joining late, I'm gonna just real quick while we have a few minutes. Shout out to Ricmotech here. Let me play the Ricmotech headquarters. You can see what we're missing out. Frank Rico is actually at the LA Auto Show. So they've got rigs, I believe, in the Subaru booth, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yep.
And yeah, they're so he's on the job. I know his staff are at other trade shows and events and whatnot, so they were not able to have an open house, which is why none of the Ricmotech drivers are here today. But a big shout out to Frank for putting this on. And a shout out, of course, to Kevin Ford for being on the mic. And in case you ever wonder I'm sorry, Ken, I do that to you every time. It's a Roush Mustang. I'm sorry.
Oof.
Oh, yeah, you better get that straight.
So many different variations of the Mustang.
Call me by my proper name, right?
Including an SUV. But if you are watching,
what is that thing
I
driving
don't
around?
know. Soon enough, it's only going to be Ford Mustang. It'll be like Mustang XL, Mustang Light,
I see it.
Mustang.
All it is says is just a damn horse on the sticker. I'm like, what is this thing?
So, but yeah, if you ever want to join us, because there's only one more event in the year, that being the December Hotlap Humpday, which will be the third Wednesday of next month. And come that third Wednesday, it'll be room hosted by Frank Rico. We will give you the password as soon as we go live for the show. We don't know the car. We don't know the combo. And we won't know until we're giving you that password. That's how it works. And next month will be our final event, and it'll be a double header. So just like today, we're going to have a standard event with practice, qualifying, and then a double race, because the winner of that race will win the 12th and final ticket into the final, which will then immediately follow that race. So then we'll have our top 10, our top 12 of the year for a big shootout for 500 Ricmotech bucks. Sorry, getting all emotional. No, I'm not emotional. I got a burp, I guess. Just notice I bring a beverage in here.
Ricmotech, high performance sim racing equipment.
I love it.
I think I should. Let's see. We're here. I should
Whether
go
you're just
top
looking
off
to
and
have
bottom
fun,
out real quick.
Train
Yeah,
for
you
race
got,
day,
30
or become a
seconds
serious
plus the,
esports competitor. Ricmotech has you covered.
All right, drivers, we are coming to the
Hundreds
end
of name
here
brand
of
parts.
qualifying.
Support from experts that love sim
Flickering
racing,
through all
trusted
of
by the pros. There's only one place to go, Ricmotech.com.
Shaun needs to shut off the Ricmotech video that keeps looping here. There we go. All right, here we go.
Well,
all right, drivers, it's grid time. It's go time. Let's keep that
this
F3
thing's
box up
saying I'm
during
gonna
the
have to
race.
stop.
This is going to be some close racing here, guys, at Alton Park. So let's be mindful of the cars around you. And if you become damaged during the event, if your car goes off track and you were not able to get to the pits to use your fast repair and you have to tow, you must stay in the pits at that time. You will be disqualified. That is one of the rules that we have with Hotlap. Other than that, let's just have some exciting racing out here tonight. Again, you do have one fast repair for tonight's event. We will be inverting the grid for the second race here tonight. We will invert the top 7 for race 2.
They're just horsing around.
We will be going on iRacing Green. We will be going on iRacing Green here this evening.
Thank you, Heiko. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, Robby.
Yep, you too.
Why do I feel like my wheels spun around? Yeah, there we go. It was. My crew chief expects me to be fighting for the
R7,
podium.
you are our pole sitter for tonight.
Huh.
We're going on iRacing Green, car 7.
Mine does
on
too. I think
iRacing
he's
Green.
in the back, freaking snorting lines or something. Get up there having a party.
Yeah.
The spotter's tent.
Good
Weird
luck,
shit
everybody.
happens.
I don't think that worked.
I didn't hear you on the thing if you pushed a button.
Yeah, I don't think my button's working.
All right, drivers, there will be eyes in the sky watching that racecraft out there. Let's keep it clean. Most of all, let's just have some fun tonight. It's round 11 of the 2023 Hotlap Humpday Challenge. Best of luck to all of you here.
Hey, Reed.
Should be about 9 laps, 8 to 9 laps, probably 9 laps for each of the 15-minute races is what we're estimating.
My wheel was spun around. Lucky I was paying attention.
Yeah, you kind of got jicky there.
Yeah, I could. If I wasn't paying attention, I could have gone crazy. I could have gone right into the guy next to me.
All right, here we go. The field making their way down the straightaway to Lodge Corner.
All right, let's make sure
They'll
those
make their way out
sweatpants
of
don't
this
fall under
corner.
our heels.
Excuse me.
All right, pole sitter, maintain pace car speed when we send the pace car home. Stand by. Stand by for the start. Going on iRacing Green, 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 green. All right, here we go, folks. The field heading down towards turn 1. Ken Copeland on the inside of row 1. Leo Dragata just to his outside as they make their way through that very tight and very difficult right-hander. Now heading down into Cascades here, side by side again, our 2 leaders fighting for that P1 position. They start to file in line behind. We see the Simrex machine. They're sitting P6.
Wow, accordioned up
Simpit
back
machine
here.
sitting P4. Chris Schultes in that 000, having a great start to his race here tonight. The Denso machine gets a run underneath him on the inside there. Kendall Carpenter making one heck of an overtake there as they end up in SO corner here, single file, making their way out onto the backstretch. Watching that 000 again here, Chris Schultes holding down P5. You see the battle tightening up there for P3 between Chris Generelli and Leo Dragata. Heading over the hill, this is going to be the tricky one. Heading down into Nickelbrook for the first time. Cold tires, cold brakes as they hit that right-hander, throwing that right-hand front tire right up into the air, trying to get that rotation as they head up the hill now towards Druids. The double right-hander here is always difficult to get a good run through, especially on those early laps. That car always wants to travel out off that exit. Many of the top drivers here in the front holding it well off that exit. Ken Copeland now taking over that P1 spot. We see him working his way now up through Deer Leap, out onto the front straightaway. Schultes now in that sim pit machine, holding on to Denzo's factory machine there in front of him of Kendall Carpenter. Joe Antonio in that Simrex machine now, right behind the sim pit machine of Chris Schultes. Shaun Cole in that number 39, holding down P7. Andrew Slissons back at P8. Bryan Elmore, P9. Robby Unser holding down P10. A great run for him tonight. Oh, we see the Denzo machine going wide, track right. The number 39 takes advantage. Shaun Cole getting a nice run, and he makes a run to the outside of Leo Dragata. Or I'm sorry, no, it's not Leo. It's the 37 car. Or 31 of Joe Antonio, rather. Very tight as they head down into SO corner. Shaun Cole feeling the pressure from Carpenter now. Carpenter takes it a little bit wide. Another mistake out of him. Two corners back to back. He's going to have to settle it down if he's going to maintain that pace with these top seven. Carpenter feeling the pressure now of Andrus Slissons in that familiar number 99, that red and white machine. Andrus, very familiar to being up at the front of this field here in the Hotlap Humpday Challenge.
Okay.
He's no newcomer to sim racing, very experienced. Let's see what he can do.
All right.
Robby Unser now drops to P12. John Hill and Michael Avakian make a run up to 10th and 11th. Back behind Slissons there, we see Bryan Elmore in that 14 machine, that yellow and black machine. Let's see if he's able to hang on to this top 8. They're starting to gap him just a little bit. Looks like he's just outside that slipstream. But, man, that 39 car is really feeling the pressure of the 19 of Kendall Carpenter. Boy, Shaun takes it a little deep there, coming out of 1. So does Kendall. Monkey see, monkey do as they come out of turn 1. Shaun now gets a nice run down into Cascades. Let's see if he can get that momentum off the apex that he needs so desperately here with this pressure coming in from the 19. He gets a tremendous run. Gaps the 19 by 5 car lengths on exit.
Whoa, dude.
Shaun trying to do everything he can to close that gap on Joe Antonio. You see Shaun throwing that nose down into the corner of SO there. Back up to Leo Dragata. We watching that lead battle here as he tries to stay into that slipstream, but he's got company. Chris Generelli in that 22 right on the heels. Back to the 212 here. Phil Starkey having a good run tonight, feeling a little bit of pressure from the number 10 of Brent Elmore. Brent really putting the gap or closing the gap as they head down into Nickelbrook. Wow, he almost took the inside there, decided to back out of it. Smart move there, but he did drop a couple car lengths. That is going to cost him a little bit. Starkey now opens up a good 10 car length gap because of that mistake there heading into Nickelbrook. Back up to the leaders now. Jeez. Not even a car length gap between P1 and P2 as Leo Dragata closes up the slipstream there. Sitting P3, Chris Generelli, he closes up the gap going into 1. Let's see if he can maintain it. He takes it a little wide. Oh, we got a run now for the lead. Leo Dragata looking to the inside, heading down to Cascades. Not able to get it done. Thinks better of it. Drops back in behind the leader. Shaun Cole now closing that gap on the Simrex machine of Joe Antonio. Joa trying to maintain that P5 slot. wants to stay in that top 5, and he's holding a gap well on Chris Schultes. So it looks like Shaun Cole and Joe are closing that gap up on that 000. Shaun Cole now practically pushing that Joe Antonio 31 machine up the hill. We're not going to worry about slipstream. We're just going to go tandem here to close that gap on the 000. And they're doing it too, down to a 3-car length gap. But man, they carried a lot of speed into Knickerbrook. Shaun takes it deep. A little wide there. Let's see if he can close that gap back up. That's what happens. You get those cars hooked up together, heading down that straightaway. It creates such huge stream into that corner.
Come on, hold, baby.
Hold on, Shaun. Hold on, Shaun. He's got it. He's got it. He's got a driver. Driver's right there, Shaun, heading down towards Lodge Corner. Shaun has to drop a position back. Let's see if he can maintain it. Oh, Joe Antonio takes it wide out of Deer Leap. Now a big advantage for Shaun Cole. Let's see if he can pull back around now. He's able to get it done. Joe now surrenders the position. We've got some smoke up ahead. Oh, Chris Schultes having a big slide out of turn 1. He's now going to drop positions. Shaun Cole finds himself all the way up to P5 now with Joe Antonio right on his heels. Andrus Slizens finds himself P7. It's like a deck of cards out here all of a sudden. Ken Copeland still maintaining that gap, 0.6 now. Gap between he and P2 Leo Dragata. Leo trying to maintain that slipstream, finds himself now back 0.8, now back to 0.7. Chris Generelli in that number 22 holding down P3 with a slight gap over P4 now. He's been able to stretch that gap out. We watch the 14 car of Bryan Elmore putting some pressure now on Andrus Slizens. Bryan Elmore having a great performance here tonight at Alton Park. I want to welcome all of you folks watching our 11th round here of 12 of the Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge for 2023. These drivers are racing for a position on the grid for that $500 championship giveaway happening on December 20th. The winner of each of the 12 events will go head-to-head in a dual 15-minute sprint race that will take place on December 20th. The winner of that event not only gets a Ricmotech Racing Simulators T-shirt, but they get a $500 shopping spree at Ricmotech.com. Head over there right now, check out Ricmotech.com, and start making a list of all the items you would like to have under your Santa tree. There is plenty to choose from as the 99 gets loose in Cascades. What a save as Andrus Slizens drops wide coming out of the corner. He's now under risk of losing another position from the Sim Pit machine. He tries to throw a block, but can't do it. Chris Schultes makes a move underneath Andrus. He's trying to make up some positions here. Chris finds himself back in P8. Both drivers make their way up out of SO corner now, heading up onto the backstretch. Andrus Slizens not happy that he lost that position. Right on the heels of Chris Schultes. Is he able to get something done in the slipstream? He makes a move to the inside. Is he able to do it? Heading down the hill, side by side, heading into Knickerbrook. Schultes backs out of it. Decides to not take the time loss there with going through Knickerbrook side by side. Watching John Hill now. John Hill taking it wide out of Knickerbrook. Back to Shaun Cole in P5. Shaun having a tremendous run here this evening. Right on the heels of Kendall Carpenter in that number 19 Denso machine. Let's see if Shaun's able to get any kind of work done on that 19 car. Holding a gap about 3 to 4 car lengths now as you see them come across the stripe. 4.5 minutes remaining. Lap 7 now comes to a completion. Ken Copeland now stretches the gap to Leo Dragata by 2 seconds up front. Now we see a move happening here. John Hill trying to get something done. Heading into turn 1. Trying to make that move on Miguel Suarez. Miguel, a newcomer to the Hotlap Humpday Challenge, his first event here this evening. Shaun right on the heels of that 19 car of Kendall Carpenter. Is he able to close up that gap anymore? Let's see if he can pick up some slipstream as they head out onto the backstretch. Very lengthy backstretch here. A lot of configurations here at Alton Park. You'll notice the chicanes, one at the exit onto the backstretch, one coming up right here, there to the right. Tonight, we're not running the chicanes. We're just running international. Shaun right up on the heels of that 19 car. Can he get it done? He's now feeling the pressure of Joa Antonio from behind. Joa looks to the inside, thinks better of it. Wasn't really close enough to get a move done. Oh, man, the Denso machine takes a wide exit off of Druids there. Shaun right up on the heels as they travel out of Lodge Corner. This is where Shaun can get it done. If he can get a nice run, get up into the slipstream here, coming down the front straight. Is he able to get up onto the back end? Not quite. 8 laps completed now. 2 minutes and 46 seconds remaining. We should get the white flag next time by. We will actually complete 10 laps in this first feature race tonight. That just shows the pace that the leaders are laying down. Shaun Cole gets a beautiful run out of Cascades. 2 car lengths now. Car length and a half. Passing Alton Lake there on the left. Through Island Bend. Now into SO Corner. Shaun comes in wide. Diamond cuts it. Tries to get a nice run up off the exit. This is where he needs the slipstream to work in his favor more than anywhere else on the track. Right in line of that 19 car. 2.5 car lengths back. The 19 moves drivers right, back left now, trying to take away the slipstream from the 39. The 39 follows in suit, closes the gap down to 1 car length. Can he get something done as they head now up through Clay Hill? So important to get these double rights. Just right. Shaun gets a nice run through the first one, a nice run out of the second one. The 19 gets loose. The 39 has a run. Driver's left, heading down to Lodge Corner. Shaun takes it deep. Let's see. He leaves the space on the inside. The 19 goes wide. Shaun gets a run on the outside. Let's see if he can hold it. Now side by side, coming to the stripe. Shaun Cole trying to maintain that outside position, gives the 19 the inside line, takes the inside, coming off, moves, does the over and under move. Now the Sim Rex machine tries to do the same thing. Joa Antonio tried to find a line right behind Shaun Cole, but the 19 gets the move back done on the inside. What a battle between these two drivers. Here we go, heading back down into Island Bend. Shaun looking for every opportunity here. He gets a big run through Island Bend, gets right up on the nose here, takes it deep, got to chop the outside exit now, trying to get a big momentum, get to throttle as early as he can. He's a little closer than he was the last lap. The lead now stretched out to 3.6 seconds between Ken Copeland and Leo Dragata. Chris Generelli now putting the heat on Leo Dragato, just 0.4 of a second back. But the storyline here for P5 and P4 is absolutely amazing as both of these drivers now heading up through into Druid's Corner here. Let's see if Shaun is able to get something done. He looks to chop that second corner exit again, takes it a little wide, gets the momentum. The 19 defending to the inside. Shaun not quite in a position to get it done on the inside. He gets a good run, though, down through the apex. Not quite able to get it done. Coming to the line, the 19 is going to take away P4. Shaun Cole finishing P5. Ken Copeland, our winner here tonight in race 1. Oh, Shaun Cole getting a little tap there from Joa. A little brotherly love. Waiting for the rest of the drivers now to come across the line before we give our formal announcement here. All right, we still have a couple of drivers coming across the line here, but a big congratulations to our winner here for race 1, Ken Copeland, taking that victory with Leo Dragata not far behind. A big battle back there in P4 and P5 for that first race there. Shaun Cole and Joa Antonio having quite a battle with Kendall Carpenter there. So great race out of our top 7, but guess what? Yeah, they're going to be inverted. So the driver that finished P7, Chris Schultes, you are going to find yourself on the pole for our second event here this evening. 5-minute warm-up, drivers. 5-minute warm-up is underway. 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. You guys had me sweating in the booth up here.
Stretch. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, folks, we have a 5-minute warm-up here between our first and second heat for our viewers. This is round 11 of 12 of Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge for 2023. Great to have you with us this evening as we are watching quite the event here this evening at Alton Park in Cheshire, England. We are driving the Toyota GR86, 3,000-pound vehicle, 1,000 pounds heavier than the Mazda MX-5. The Mazda coming in at 178 horsepower. The Toyota GR86 coming in at 228 horsepower, 50 horsepower more. Ironically, the 50 extra horsepower makes these cars just about dead even out on the track. Not that we're running the Mazdas here this evening. We're just featuring the Toyota tonight. But I bring it up because in January, the beginning of January, new series will be coming back to the Extreme XMS Motorsport Series. The Ricmotech Touring Car Cup will be returning to the series starting in January. I don't know the exact date. I believe it's around January 9th. Will be round 1. There will be an 8-round season with the Toyotas and the Mazdas. And both of those cars will be on track at the same time. There will be a 10-second gap between the start of both fields. But you never know which field is going to be starting first at any given track, as one track may show the car faster than at the next. So it's going to make for quite an exciting series of racing. It'll be the second time those two cars have been out on track. The summer of 2023, we had quite an amazing series. The entire season was the drivers just went absolutely crazy. They couldn't believe that they had to wait all fall to have the series come back for the winter event in January, but it will be returning in the first week of January. So make sure you keep an eye out. You can head over to xmsracing.com. Again, xmsracing.com. I'm going to go ahead and announce that to the drivers.
Second race, I'll be right back. Ooh, I almost misjudged time, didn't I?
Oh.
Yes, sir. You were pushing it, my friend.
That would have sucked.
That would have been a serious bummer. Yes, it would have. No doubt about it.
Is my wheel straight?
All right, so I'm running about 11th. You only got to wreck 10 of these guys so that I can get into the next show.
All right.
No pressure, Shaun, but I'm just saying.
I mean, I kind of got to get the. Let's see,
What's it called?
T-shirt.
Shake and bake?
Shake and bake.
Chris, Joa, you.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
If you're smelling chicken,
That's funny.
just a little shake
And
bake.
All
I
right,
don't
we
think
see
there's
that
enough
field.
shake or enough oven in this track for that. bad, but
Yeah, there may not be. You got it.
not where I'm at.
All right, drivers, as we head out of Lodge Corner here, let's pack up and pair up and prepare for the start. Let's maintain pace car speed leader. We will be going on iRacing green. iRacing green. Stand by for the start. Green, 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 drivers. All right, here we go. Heading down into turn one. That 000 of Chris Schultes looks like he's going to be the man to take that start. There we go. The 39 right behind him. And Joe Antonio right there as well in the 31. Kendall Carpenter makes his way up now into third place, taking over that position from the 39 of Shaun Cole. And now there's a big battle back there with Ken Copeland and Christian Arelli as they go side by side. Shaun now finds himself a little wide coming out of Cascades. And now he's got the pressure 3 wide. Heading down into Island Bend. Are they going to be able to make it? Leo Dragana and Shaun Cole make it 2 wide. The 19 car decides to drop back out of that mess. Oh, I'm sorry, not the 19. It was Leo Dragana now. Oh, we've got a wreck now back in SO corner. Several drivers
Sorry,
taken
Andrew.
out
Hope
back
I
there.
didn't get you.
Couple cars getting tangled up back there. I could not see exactly who they were. Robby Unser now got a little bit of pressure now from that driver behind him.
Sorry, Brent. I didn't realize you were right there.
A little bit of tangle back there in SO corner. The battle is very tight back here, but up front, it's side by side between Kendall Carpenter and Ken Copeland and Joe Antonio as all 3 of those cars are in a heated battle up front. Copeland now right on the heels of Kendall Carpenter, just 0.2 back. Joe Antonio now has dropped about a half a second back, but it's still a tight battle up front. Chris Schultes, Joe Antonio right here on our screen. All 3 of them tight. Heading down into turn 1, we see Leo Dragana now back there. Leo holding down P5. All 5 of these leaders back together once again. Here we go. We've got a battle going down into Cascades between Carpenter and Copeland. It's a battle of the seas. Carpenter now takes over the lead from Ken Copeland. Joe Antonio now in a great position, sitting back there, waiting for a mistake to happen between these 2 top drivers. Here we go. This could be it. Oh, Copeland backs out. He almost shoved his nose inside. He gets a run up off the exit. Here we go, side by side with the leaders. Joa, again, a spectator back there in P3. P4 and P5 now are hooked up. That's Shaun Cole and Chris Schultes. Now Now it's side by side with the leaders heading to Knickerbrook. A very dangerous corner to do this at. Here we go, side by side. Are they able to make it happen? They do. They maintain the position. Still side by side. Now heading up Clay Hill towards Druid's Corner into that slight left-hander. Joe Antonio right in the heels of both of them, waiting on a mistake to happen. They're still side by side as they travel through Druids. Now out of Druids, Ken Copeland takes over P1. The 31 of Joa drops back. Shaun Cole now finds himself right up
You
on
have
the
a run,
heels.
Andrus. Go ahead.
Joe Antonio to the inside. Chris Schultes now driver's right of Shaun Cole. They're now side by side as they head up the hill out of Deer Leap. Shaun Cole gets a big run now with Joa. Chris Schultes finds himself dropping in behind the 39 car. A little bit of shuffling back there has allowed a gap to happen between these three and the top two. The last thing they want to do is lose that draft. My recommendation, settle it down. You've got a gap now. Stay with it. The 39 looks like he may have had a slowdown. He has to drop back in behind Chris Schultes.
Woo.
I'm sure he's not happy about that. Now the leaders into SO corner. Joe Antonio through the corner. Now Schultes and Shaun Cole in suit, trying to close up that gap. Now we see a little bit of a stretch now between the top five. Fourth and fifth hooked up. First and second hook. The 31 car finds himself sitting in the middle with no slipstream and nobody to help push. Now side by side again into Knickerbrook. Can they make it happen? They do. Unbelievable talent out of both of these drivers. However, it does slow them down. You can see how the 31 has closed up that gap because of the loss of speed through that corner. Again, side by side now through Druids. They're doing it again. Joe Antonio waiting on the opportunity. Copeland comes out again in the lead with Carpenter and Joa right behind. This again now has allowed the 000 and the 39 to close that gap. Let's see if they can stay with it. Schultes gets loose, but is able to maintain it. Shaun Cole finds himself in a great battle up here. Leo Dragata now back there in P6, just really trying to hang on to the front five here, trying to not lose that gap. He takes it wide through one. Old Hall corner up there, man, I'll tell you, that corner is very treacherous to nail just right. And here, coming out of Cascades, I don't think there's a corner on this track that's as important to get speed out of as that one. Now heading down into Island Bend. Here we go again. Carpenter takes advantage of that slipstream run and puts himself back P1. Copeland now takes that bottom line, wraps that bottom, tries to get a good run up off that exit. Oh no! Joe Antonio now finds himself loose, coming off the corner. Joa inside the barrier. Oh, unfortunate for the 31 car. Schultes and Cole now find themselves right up front here.
No!
Nearly side by side through the corner of Knickerbrook. Dangerous to do. Here we go. Schultes gets into the back. Oh, no. Schultes tapping the back there of the driver ahead, not meaning to do that, obviously.
Oh, Dragata's in fourth.
Dragata's now in fourth. Shaun Cole finds himself P2 on the leaderboard. Now behind Kendall Carpenter, who he was battling with in the last race. Shaun takes it wide, does not care, wants the speed. Oh, you did get a cut. Shaun Cole in the 39 has a cut now. He is going to have to sacrifice some speed coming off the exit here. It's going to allow the 000 to get a run on him.
Thank you, Paul.
Trying to sacrifice that cut penalty as he heads into the next sector. Were you able to burn it off? Shaun gets loose coming down into SO corner. Shaun gets a run up off the exit. Schultes and Leo now find themselves side by side. We've got quite a battle up here to the front. Shaun Cole wanting to do everything he can to not lose that slipstream to our leader here. Leo Dragata tucks in behind, the 000 of Schultes right behind him. Now we see a train of all three cars. Cole goes wide, able to hold the position though. Comes back on track. They have to defend. Leo looks to the left. Cole is clear though. Cole takes the first one tight. He's going to take the second one wide. He's able to hold on to it. Leo's got to run now on the inside. Driver's right. Here we go. Side by side. Now down into Lodge Corner. The 31, the 4 car. Or the 39, the 4 car, still side by side. The 39 has a slight advantage coming out of the final corner. 6 laps complete. The 39 takes over the position. The 4 drops back. The 000 now has to give up and lose some time. Things have settled down now, but it's important for that 39 car to find himself back into that sleep stream.
Oh, you got me. Shit.
Now the 31 car in a battle back here with the Dunkin' Donuts machine of Miguel Soares, that 24 car. Shaun Cole now finds himself there in P3, sitting between the 4 and the 000. Robby Unser now heading into SO corner back there. Robby having a good run up in P7. After that early incident at SO corner, Robby making a great recovery here. Here goes the 39 car of the Sim Pit, making a move on the outside of the 4 of Leo Dragata. Here we go, side by side. Let's see if they can get it done. Down into Knickerbrook. Leo takes it really tight. Shaun stays wide. Leo somehow manages to maintain that inside corner, I think only because his car was airborne. No slowdown for the 4 car. The 39 now feels some pressure from the 000. Heading into Druids. The 39 gets a good run through there. Let's see if he can get back to Leo Dragata here. Oh, and while all of this is happening, Kendall Carpenter in that 19 is just slowly pulling out that lead. Now, I can tell you that Leo Dragata is probably going to go after that win. Let's see if he can get it done here and close that gap to our leader in that 19 car as all the drivers come across the line here to complete lap 7. 39 car takes it wide again out of 1. Don't believe he got a slowdown that time. Just an off track.
Whoop.
Oh, Leo Dragata gets a little loose. Oh, and the 000 of Schultes does. He watches the back end dance on him. Here comes Andrus Slizens in the 99.
Sorry,
you
I
can
didn't
always
see you
count
there, Joseph.
on that 99 to make
you.
his way back up through the field. Sounds like the 11 car had a little bit of an issue back there with the 15. Those two battling now for P6 and P7. 39 now right up on the heels of that 4 car. The 4 car trying to make up some ground on that leader in the 19. The gap right now, 2.4 seconds between these two and our leader. Surprisingly, they're able to close the gap. They are able to close up a little bit with the 2 of them working together here. Still maintain 2.4. Oh, no. Leo Dragata finds himself wide. An incredible save coming back on from Knickerbrook. Shaun Cole now able to close that gap right up on the heels now. Let's see if he can make a move here. Oh, Carpenter now loses a little bit of time. Carpenter makes a mistake in that 19 car. That Denso machine now only has a 4 car length gap. The 4 car gets a little loose going into Lodge Corner, but is able to maintain it. Here we go. We've got us a race, folks. Lap 8 now complete. 2 laps remaining. The 19 now finds himself under threat. 0.6 seconds back to the 4 and the 39, and they are closing. Andrus Slizens back there in the 99. You know he's hungry, man. He is smelling blood in the water as the 4 car goes low. So does the 39. Both of them off track. Now the 39 looks to take over P2. Let's see if he can get it done as they head into Island Bend, and he does. The 39's going to go off track. No, he doesn't. He's able to hold on to it. Heavy braking. The two of them in a battle. Andrew Slizens and Schultes now trying to take advantage of the battle for P2 and close the gap. Now, Kendall Carpenter opens it up to a 1-point gap now to the lead. This is a race of mistakes here tonight, folks. The driver that makes the least wins. Even our leader has found himself in tricky situations. Shaun Cole now takes a dance way out into the grass. Here comes the 31 now closing back up. Here comes the 99 now.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Oh,
the 99 puts the pressure on both of them now. Now the 39's going to look for an over and under. Can't do it. Closes up the gap. All four cars now in a train. Let's see if they can close the gap now to the 19 car. Leo Dragata goes in deep. Now the 39 goes underneath. We have a 2x2 race for second and third. Unbelievable, folks. White flag is out. 1 lap remaining. Leo Dragata back to the lead. The 39 goes wide with Slizens to his left. Now they have a battle heading down the hill here into Cascades. This is crazy, folks. Oh, no, a big, huge netcode combination. Oh, my gosh, a huge gap between the two cars, and they make contact.
Robby, I'm probably hurt. Go ahead. Yeah.
Now Robby Unser in it. He's coming to play in the party. Look at this. Now down into Island Bend, we find Robby Unser making his way all the way up to P5. Unbelievable race here tonight. And right behind Robby, Joseph Spacek. And the 15 finds himself right up here in the hunt. The 39 right on his heels. A big battle here back here now.
I don't think you're hurt,
P6.
Shaun. You just
I feel all right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not hurt. You just were in the dirt.
What a race here. Kendall Carpenter now opened up a 3-second gap here just in the last lap now. 2.7 seconds to Leo Dragata. It looks like he's closing the gap now. Chris Schultes still holding on to P3. I should say back to P3 as Chris had made a mistake and has now worked his way back up in the top podium. Andrew Slizens in that 99. You can never count Andrus out. He always finds a way to find himself up into that top 5. Robby Unser, unbelievable. What a run for him now.
Woof.
Oof. Boy, that was a bit
what
of
happened, Shaun?
Oh, coming to the line there. Kendall Carpenter. Wow. What an event here this evening. We've got a battle back here now for P14 between Miguel Soares as he's trying to make a run now with John Hill. These two battling their way to the line. Unbelievable race here this evening. So great to see all these amazing battles out on track. Here we go. Miguel coming to the line. We got to watch this here. John Hill trying to make a run at P14. Not quite able to do it. Miguel going to come in P14. What an amazing race here tonight, folks. Unbelievable. This was just unreal to call for one, but my gosh, it was like watching somebody playing cards out there tonight. Kendall Carpenter coming in with the win this evening. Kendall, you have punched yourself a ticket to the grid for that $500 cash giveaway, or not cash, sim racing equipment giveaway from Ricmotech.com, buddy. That's right. You are on the grid now for the race taking place on December 20th. Congratulations to the number 19 of Kendall Carpenter tonight. A big battle, though. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. It was unbelievable. Leo Dragata, Chris Schultes. Chris made a mistake, fell back, worked his way back up. The same with Leo. Andrus just kept working his way up, taking advantage of all the mistakes. So did Robby Unser. Both of those drivers finding themselves fourth and fifth. Joseph Spacek finding himself all the way up to P6. Michael Avakian, great run for Michael tonight, up to P7. Great to see Brent Elmore up there in P8. Ken Copeland, P9. Joe Antonio, you and Shaun. Great race out of both of you guys tonight. And rounding out the top 10, Joe Antonio, of course, Shaun Shaun finishing P11. Shaun was all the way up there to P3 at one point. Just bad luck occurred. What an amazing race tonight. Tim Rangers, Miguel Soares, big battle out of you guys. Great to see all of you tonight. We do appreciate all of you being here for round 11. We look forward to round 12. Big thanks to Shaun Cole from the Sim Pit. Great having him out here on track tonight and calling the action during the event itself. Really appreciate Shaun and all his work that he does. Robby, thanks for being here tonight, buddy. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come out and join us. And a big thanks to Ricmotech.com. Frank, thank you so much for all you guys do as a company, as supporters of the sim world, and everything that goes out there for all of these events that you do to keep sim racing so popular. So we appreciate everything you do. Shaun, thank you again, buddy. I'll see you next month. Thanks again, drivers. We'll see you guys in December for our final event and the big championship giveaway. Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Here, let me get one thing taken care of. Hey, Andres, I'm looking at the replay, man. You were a half a car width away from you. You didn't touch me. That was just a weird netcode thing. I'm looking at it's the weirdest thing. My car just like went sideways out of nowhere. So nope, it was just one of those online racing moments and incidents, and yeah, no, don't take that on you at all. Anyway, big shout out to some really great. oh God, yeah. All right.
That was funny.
I almost saved that, by the way. I don't know if you noticed, but I did. I had a really good drift going, almost pulled it off.
That was amazing.
Yeah. Great job. Kendall Carpenter looking really good, solid out there. Leonardo Dragata, man, talk about a guy to look out for on the track at any and every event we do. Christopher Schulte's having a fantastic day. Andrew Slissons, great job catching up and just keeping that head down and making something out of nothing. Robby finishing P5. Robby, great job. Made it on short notice. And like me, we both found our speed at the very end. I mean, I think my fastest lap was during the race, which I'm sure had a lot of draft.
Mine too. Yeah, mine was by far in the race.
Yeah, I ran a 41.699.
Yeah, you guys just were killing it out there. I mean, it was
wow. I didn't get
it was
to the
a
one.
great
I had a
job.
low two, I think.
I was heavily in the draft. I think that was when I was trailing like Kendall. No, that was actually the second lap of the race. How did I do that on the second lap of no, that's a 43.7. No, it was the third lap, 41.6. Right before the tires start going away. I guess the tires do start going away a little bit. I didn't notice that until the second race when I was maybe
Yeah, they did. The first race I noticed it pretty big time.
Right.
To be honest.
Yeah, Paul, I was feeling good. Just, when you have racing that close, that intense, and look at how many minutes of that race we spent nose to tail or door to door.
Right.
And still the lap times. I'm looking at the lap times, and they weren't even suffering from the side-by-side action. That's what I mean. Like
not really. No.
Yeah. So it was really. That was some of the best racing I've been involved in a long time. When I think of how many turns I went through sharing a corner with someone else, and that is a testament, I guess, to the cars, which I trashed most of the event, and then. It's a real testament to drivers. Talk about trust. I felt like everyone around me trusted me, and I was trusting everyone, and it always worked out. The only incident I had was at the very end, and you saw it. That was net code. That was and I'm not even pointing a finger at iRacing because you saw those disconnects that were going on.
It just happens.
Yeah. Today is not a great internet day. The other thing I'm noticing, if you're a streamer, do not stream on Thursdays anymore on YouTube.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. It's crazy, huh?
Thursday night football.
Oh, boy.
All the bandwidth is going to Thursday night football, and then to the top streamers, I assume, get the leftovers.
Yeah.
But then when you get down to...
there's millions and millions of people watching that. Yeah.
But the last few Thursdays when I've streamed, it was a train wreck. So anyway, that wasn't the case today. I almost was like, wait, that only affects YouTube, not the whole internet.
Yeah, right.
So, real quick, let me play the Ricmotech headquarters one more time for you guys.
Yeah, you bet.
Frank couldn't be here today. He is at the LA Auto Show with Subaru. So representing sim racing to the masses in the Subaru colors. There's a shot of the vacant store. I shouldn't say that. I'm sure they have someone there. But I know most of their staff is working all over the place too. But anyway,
I know it, yeah.
it is Frank Rico who hosts these events. And again, I want to thank him for that. This was the 11th of 12 for the year. So next month, the third Wednesday, I think that's the 21st, if I'm not mistaken.
20th. Yeah,
20th
actually.
20th of next month, December 20th, we will be doing our final Hotlap Humpday of the year. It'll be a double header. We're going to do an event just like we did. I think it's a little shortened, so I think our practice isn't as long, if I'm not mistaken, Kevin.
Yep. Yes, that is true.
Yeah, because we can't be here for 8 hours.
Yes, exactly.
But it is a double header, so we will have an event just like today, a little expedited, and that will be the 12th winner and the 12th entry into the finale, which will then immediately follow that. So on the 20th of December, we're going to have round 12 and the final all on the same day. But the race is real simple. It's 12 drivers, 12 ticket winners for the whole year, and a shootout for $500. It's that simple. So looking forward to that event, and that will be the finale of the 2023 Hotlap Humpday. So it's been a great season, been a great year. Thank you, Robby, once again. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
And a big shout out to Ricmotech and Frank Rico for making all this happen, and to all of you for taking part, whether you're out here on the track with us or just watching. Thank you so much for being here. Usual crashed racer. That was good racing, Shaun. It was always nice to have it. Oh, Leo. Oh, Leo, man. Leo, you are an impressive driver. I've been watching you for months now, and great job. It was great racing with you. Total trust with a driver of your caliber and quality. So awesome. So great job by you too. Thank you, buddy. All right, that is going to do it for this one. Get out there, do some sim racing. This is the Sim Pit. I'm Shaun Cole, and we will see you on the track December 20th.